Stop wasting time.
Join the Party Nation.
Oh,
Well, hello.
shit.
We took a week off.
Yes, we did.
Hockey, wish it was too.
Ha ha ha. Oh, and we have 2 viewers, so I can talk now. Okay. Probably should have promoted this more. I don't know. We are back. A week of it's like this. The past 2 weeks have been like filled with the news, but this week started out slow, and then it's just like
Boom.
like just kept getting hit with stuff. We are here with Taj Reacts as usual, and Ronan Unchained, who looks visually different drastically from what he looked like the last time. What made you go back to profile picture, Ronan?
It was it was just time to reset. Like I live in a place that the summer is not kind with. It's extremely fucking hot or humid. And I was like, you know what? I've done this multiple times where I've cut my hair all the way out. I could grow out the locks, the suave sides good. I'm like, you know what? As long as I have that look by the time I go to Japan next year, I'll be happy. So winter should take about 4 or 5 months, and then by then I think I should be good with the hair. So I was just like, fuck it.
What are you doing in Japan?
Yo, they got Dragon Ball GT Funko Pops.
Yes.
I'm going to
My
Japan.
bad. My cousin just sent them to me in my group chat.
It's all good. I'm going to Japan to go see the country, and because Star Wars Celebration is going to be there.
Oh, sweet.
It is supposed to be there. I forgot all about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
When is that?
That's April 18th, I believe, the weekend of that month.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
sweet.
I'm not mistaken. Yeah, April 18th. Damn, I got that right. So, yeah.
Sweet.
And the goal is that by then, hopefully the channel grows more. And I know I'm going to be doing some team ups, crossovers with other channels as well. So got a long way to go to get there.
Well, that sounds like fun. I mean, I'd love to do that. Maybe one day I'll be able to be famous enough to go to Japan. Guys, don't mind my voice.
5 kids.
Trust me, they can verify. I sounded way worse last week. I don't know why people lose
It's because
their
I
voice
punched them.
after the fact. Like I lost my voice after I got over the cold. It's weird. But that's
It
what
happens.
happens.
Cold theory. Okay.
That's what happens when you get that con crud.
I got sick afterwards. Yeah, it was, different scenario, but yeah.
But speaking of cons, before we get into the topics for the day, this weekend I got to go to Fan Expo, but I got to go as an exhibitor because I was with my my little brother, who is a comic book writer for this company called Concrete Comics. It is a Black-owned company, and they have some pretty dope stuff. Like they have a lot of dope characters and storylines that they pull out. The artwork, I love the artwork so far. The character with the W on the chest right here, his name is Tevin Fields. His name is his code name is The Watchman. That's my brother's all original character. He did all the writing
Is that
for it.
copywritten though?
Yes.
No, I'm talking about the Watchman name.
Oh,
I don't think you
for
could
him-
just use that. Can you?
Yeah, he went through all the stuff. The company had to like verify everything before they actually let you like put a character out there. So yeah, like the way he describes his character, and I've gotten the first issue. They do a lot of Kickstarter campaigns and whatnot. I've went through the first issue. He literally just released a crossover comic with another writer that I met this weekend. Cool dude named Jaira Cecil. He has a character named Deja Vu, who's like a Black Panther-esque Batman type character. Like his suit has like it absorbs kinetic energy, but he has like enhanced fight or flight abilities, and he has precognition. So he's a master hand-to-hand combatant. Plus, he can like see what you're gonna do before you do it. And my brother's character is basically a super soldier. He was born with like the abilities because his father was the Watchman before he was, but his father was killed, so he took over. The stories take place in a fictional Chicago called Warren City. But yeah, if you guys like to, I thought like this stuff is really cool. I mean, it caught the eye of like some producers from X-Men '97 and all that good stuff this weekend. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Going to these different cons and seeing like the different people. Like I like just walked past Cal Dodd's table and just like waved at him and he smiled and waved at me, said, "How you doing?" Struck up a conversation. I wasn't about to pay for it, but yeah, like it's going to these cons and meeting all these people. It's like really, really cool. Like I had
Yeah.
a conversation with a man and I had no voice. That's how excited I was. But yeah, like it's really fun to like see your people like to see your people like succeed and like seeing my little brother promoting his stuff like that's really cool. And it's black owned. You don't see a lot of us in this space, like doing these cons, promoting their stuff. And like they legit got fans. And when I tell you the writing is good, the writing is better than anything that they put out for Peter Parker in the past
Oof.
couple of years. Because Peter Parker's comics have like sucked. So yeah. Speaking of which, Dan Slott was there. I passed his table. I did not stop. Did not. I don't trust Cuz with comics after what he been putting out.
What was the last thing you read of Dan Slott's?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I stopped reading like Peter's stories in 2016
Mm.
after they did the all new, all different. Trying to be like DC with Rebirth. After they did that, and they decided to basically like keep Peter keep Peter doing the like everything that Otto started with the company. It lost me. It was lame. I'm like, this isn't Peter. Like they
I
made
get
Peter a
that.
dick. Like they made Peter a dick. You're a CEO of your own company. You're sponsoring Miguel O'Hara as Spider-Man. All these other Spider people that you're supposed to mentor, you're not mentoring them. But that's why I like Miles's books now, because Miles is legitimately calling him out on that stuff. Like people always want to say, "Oh, Miles is more of Spider-Man than Peter has been in the past couple years in the comics."
Oof.
And it's sad that it's been written like that. Like
I
like
like the all different initiative specifically with Wolverine. I remember I was reading that book when it's coming out. It's weird because I've been wanting to get to Dan Slott stuff leading up to Fantastic Four because I know he did run. So I was like, I'll pick up his run as well, and I'll read the Jack Kirby and the John Byrne stuff, and then I'll add Dan Slott stuff later on. And I think his stuff also influenced She-Hulk because he also did a She-Hulk run. So I was always been like, I'll read his She-Hulk and FF stuff because I know he was on the Spider-Man book for what 10 years, over 10 years.
yeah.
Damn. Well, oh well, but tomorrow, man, tomorrow, woo, comic fans, Greg Capullo come back home. He goes back to Marvel and he's putting out Wolverine Revenge, and I cannot fucking wait to pick that up.
I gotta go pick one up. I got to.
Have you read Uncanny X-Men #1?
No, not yet. I need to
Oh,
though.
like
I low key I might have it, but since I moved, like I legitimately have not gone through any of my boxes. I literally the last time, like I told y'all, the last time I've been to my comic book shop was in March, and the stuff that I picked up, I did not bag and board it yet. So I have to go through all my boxes to see what I have. I don't know what I have.
you have to go and pick that up because it just came out a few weeks ago. And bro, there is a scene in the middle of that book that I was like, I had to put the book down. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I'm like, this
Ah,
is sad as hell. And I'm like, sweet as well. And who knows? Yep, I did. Yeah, I did see that first look of
what's up,
Martian
stranger?
Manhunter.
Bro, Fire Country is a goated show, and then Jared Padalecki is gonna be on the new season, and they're doing a spinoff for Marina Baccarin's character that's gonna start in 2025, and Jared Padalecki's character is coming on with a potential for a spinoff. So I'm like, Yeah, this universe is already growing, but it's a great show. I love this premise. Like, yeah, like I recommend Fire Country to anybody. I'm glad you're enjoying it. What's
Nice.
up, Dark Bunions? I hope you're having a day. And I'm
Thank
over the
you.
cold. I'm over the cold. It's just
The aftermath.
regaining my voice. Yeah, Tosh showed up in Indiana and like just punched me in the throat. So yeah, he punched me in the throat and walked away. I don't know how he got back
I
home
got
now,
right back
but
on the plane.
It was like Sabretooth every birthday. He was like, "Happy birthday."
I had a
it
2-way.
was crazy. It was crazy. I was shocked. I've never been assaulted like that in my life. Yeah, I heard that too, but you know what comics don't suck right now? Ultimate Black Panther. The new Ultimate stories. I don't know what these writers have like been smoking, but the new Ultimate stories are freaking amazing.
Okay.
Just think
You
about
talking
it
about
this
the
way.
ones where he married, where he's like married to like a Koye or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I only read like the first couple. I haven't read anything else after that.
Like the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, like the fact that I love the fact that they flip it in this universe. Aunt May is the one that dies. Jonah and Uncle Ben are business partners and friends. They both left the Bugle. Peter still works at the Bugle, but
Huh.
him and Harry don't know each other. Fisk is the big bad all around. Norman Osborn is dead. Harry is the Green Goblin, but he's a good guy.
Mm.
Also, Harry's tech is so advanced. He tapped into Peter's suit and basically said, disengage mask. Unmasked Peter, like right there in front of him. And Peter's like, oh my God, what are you doing? And then he was like, then Harry like took his mask off. He's like, I'm Harry Osborn. And then Peter was like, oh, I'm Peter Parker. He said, I guess we're friends now.
Mm.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Like it like disintegrated, like it made his mask. And the fact is, Peter's suit isn't nanotech. Like he
Yeah.
went through all these suit, like he went through several suit montages with his daughter. He went through like a lot of them. Like he even made up like it was like the Ben Riley suit, except it was the black suit underneath it.
Huh.
And like and the design was dope. But like his daughter was like, I don't like that. That's black. It looks scary. So then she's like, maybe something with blue. So he put on a all blue version of the regular Spider-Man suit. And she was like, no, I didn't mean that either. I said some blue. And then that's when he came up with the, classic red and blue. So yeah, I think that concept is really, really dope. I'm trying to wait until he tells the entire family. I don't think he's told everybody yet, but like him and MJ being happy, him just becoming Spider-Man at like 35 is hilarious. But it works. Also, Bullseye in the Ultimate Universe, he's definitely throwing playing cards a lot. Seeing Harry fight Bullseye was like crazy. But yeah, the world of comics is a interesting place. But since we did pass up the subject from Cameron about the Martian Man, like when I first heard about the whole Justice League Mortal film, I was interested in it. Now, I will say this is a interesting design for Martian Manhunter.
Why he's so beefy?
That's the first thing I said. That's the first thing I said. Like, why is he so beefy?
He's hitting the gym.
He looked disproportionate.
But I mean,
he looked like one of them dudes that go to the gym that just work on their upper body and then their legs are skinny.
like, I don't hate it.
My cousin is like that, sadly.
I don't hate it, but at the same time, it's like this is a weird design.
He looked old. He looked like Zordon in the original Power Ranger movie.
Yeah,
when they took the tube away, he was just laying there. That's what it looked like in the face.
It's like he's big, but then when you look at like everybody else at the top, like Batman's armor. No, this was George Miller.
I don't know that.
Like he was legitimately making a Justice League film.
I'm happy this ain't happened. Jesus Christ.
Like Superman was Latino in this.
That'd been cool.
He Latino and Superman and Lois too.
Actually, he's Native American.
Whatever.
Tyler Hoechlin is Native American and white. Well, like look at Batman. Like you can kind of see like the armored plating. Superman is
Ooh.
like super scrawny. The Flash is super scrawny, but he has the like it's a
You look
nice
like
cow.
Ezra Miller.
And then this was when Anton Yelchin, rest in peace, was supposed to be his Kid Flash.
I
So
don't know who that is.
he he's an actor. I think he was like in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
I lost Star Trek.
he died like tragically. His
That Green
Jeep-
Lantern suit actually looked cool.
Yeah.
That's probably the only suit I like.
I kind of like the Aquaman look. If he was beefier, it'll work.
Yeah, it didn't work because he's too skinny.
Yeah.
His legs look big. What the fuck is going on? Why is he disproportionate too?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
The
This was like,
Flash
wasn't this like the early 2000s?
I don't know. The Flash is
so,
like
yeah.
one of them action figures that you buy that's like 12 inches and the joints don't bend. That's what the Flash look like. It's like
He's not lying. He's not lying.
it look exactly like that. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Superman do look weird too. Like it don't feel like Superman. And then Batman, that look like Crisis Batman.
No, that Superman is one of the siblings. He's one of the siblings off of Shazam.
Oh, the actor.
Yes, that's one of the siblings off Shazam.
Really?
The one, not the one in the blue. Green. The one in the green. What's his name?
I don't know.
That's him. That's who was supposed to be Superman.
I don't know.
What?
That's who was supposed to be Superman.
Well,
And he ended up being a part of the Shazamily. So I mean, it worked.
We talking about Zachary Levi?
No, not
Hey, that's amazing.
Gore. What do you think about this Martian Manhunter design?
Did somebody just say Game of Thrones had a bad first season? No.
No, it didn't. I saw some people say same thing about Breaking Bad just because they want to cope with the Acolyte being canceled.
The Acolyte.
It's other shows that you could use, but like those, no.
Like,
Like, what the hell?
I can't
Who
even
said
think of one,
that?
though, to be fair.
Yo, The Office started off like that. The first season wasn't that good.
Yeah, but The Office probably cost like $25 to make.
That's true too.
Yeah. So
That
kinda get away with
$25 is crazy.
yeah.
I was just saying shows that started off,
Yeah.
rough and then got better.
Whoa, J-Lo officially filed for divorce from Ben Affleck. No prenup.
Speed run.
I mean,
Yeah.
she don't need the money. She all right.
He going back to Jennifer.
Yeah,
I
did
mean,
you see Atlas or whatever that movie was?
That is not happening.
No, that movie.
Atlas 2.
What's up with him and Jennifer's?
I
Jennifer
don't know. He
Lopez, Jennifer
obsessed.
Garda.
Yeah, Jennifer Lopez twice too. So
Yeah, I was about to say they were together twice.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Couldn't be
that's
me.
crazy.
He can't. Ben Affleck only loves Dunkin' Donuts. That's it.
That's crazy.
I feel so bad for because now when he does the accountant too, that's gonna be one. Already somebody's gonna bring her up in the interviews, and it's like, God damn it, I don't want to
Yeah,
see him
It
lose
happens.
it again in press. And
It happens.
it's
but I mean,
fascinating, man. Jennifer Garner, Ana de Armas, J Lo again. It's just like, but
Oh yeah, I
he
forgot about
dated
Anna
her.
de Armas.
Yeah, I did too.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that too.
Dated her for about 25 minutes too. So
Man, that
I
woman.
can't
fine.
imagine
She
that.
could come
That was
find
amazing.
me.
25 minutes.
yeah.
How do
That's
we-
what it was.
I'll
How do
take
we
25
feel-
minutes with her.
Jesus.
I'm not
Jesus,
saying that it
dog.
would take me 25 minutes. I'm just saying,
Yeah, but it'd take 2 or 5 minutes.
So how do we feel
I'll
about
take
this?
breaks in between.
This gift style lasts longer than I was.
No.
You ever saw Knock Knock?
I never
Not
saw
good,
it.
not a good movie, but there's
Yeah.
some good scenes.
Some good scenes for teenagers and stuff.
Yeah, and Blade Runner.
Yeah. This post, it's fascinating because it's like, why would they get Bob involved with this? It's like, why was he brought in?
Because
part of
Robert wants to make sure he's gonna get as much money as possible.
Yeah, I was about to say he's gonna get his money.
I guess, but again, this is what breaks my heart a little bit of this, because I'm like, well, Doctor Doom is almost being a second afterthought of like this big move, and it just like it should be the first thing to be like, yo, Doctor Doom is gonna be fun introduced, and will they do him right? Who knows? But it's more about like RDJ's back and he's getting paid. It's just like
I'm fine with
okay.
it being a
Money.
variant though. Like I don't want him to be the main MCU Doctor Doom. It
Yeah.
wouldn't have made sense anyway because they supposed to be doing like a soft reboot after the 2 Avengers movies.
Yeah.
So like him being the main Doom wouldn't have
And then,
worked anyway.
and then
I'm
then
ready for the soft
this-
reboot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready for that. Like I'm ready for that. I'm ready
Yeah,
for
they're
that
gonna
the
have to
soft
do that.
reboot is just a rumor though, because they
they
already
need to
technically
do it.
soft rebooted.
Here's
They
the
need to do
thing. Even if it wasn't that case, it goes down to a thought I always said is that like it would have helped them. Maybe who knows? It would have helped them be in a better spot than they are now.
If they took
But
a break.
the take a break after Endgame, because as soon as Endgame ended, what happened? It was fucking.
Well, that wasn't their fault. They had that mandate that they had to pump
Which
out all
is-
the dumbass shows because
which is the
whoever was
tragedy.
in charge of the thing before Bob Iger came back,
Yeah.
like whoever was in charge was stupid, and that's why he cut
Yeah.
down on so much stuff when he came back. He was just like, no, we're not doing that.
What a great
wasting a
choice
whole
for
bunch
this
of
year
money.
to be like only one movie.
I think it was Gore.
I'm fine with
I
it.
think that was Gore that came that said you have to
That
put out
came?
as much stuff as possible.
Yeah, I said that. I wanted them to torpedo themselves. That's why. Just keep releasing stuff.
Chaos
Oh.
theory.
Yeah, chaos theory. 45
Like he-
shows in 1 year. Yeah, do it.
Apparently,
No, that was
Gore really.
insane.
Apparently, Gore really wanted Elizabeth Olsen to be like nude 95% of WandaVision, but
Oh, yeah,
they
of course.
vetoed that. Yeah,
I'm not weird, of course.
Imagine
He
if
was
that
going-
happened.
he was
That'd
going
be my
full.
favorite
But,
MCU project.
he was going full Bo DeMayo. Too soon?
That's
That's
crazy.
me.
Can we not?
Or DeMayo.
Nah. Hey, Lance, that's another thing I was right about.
Yeah,
I told
that's
y'all
true.
it was more stuff with that whole situation.
I figured
What
there
the-
would be.
Hey! All I'm gonna say is his lawyer statement. Your lawyer sucks, bro. Like your lawyer basically confirmed that they did go.
No,
to
that's
HR,
not
but
true.
No. Yeah, he did the no defense.
He said,
Judge,
he
I would
said,
like
"That's
to
not-"
extend a no
And why is he on Twitter?
that's
You
looking
clown.
back at it now. Like
Yeah, it should be on OnlyFans.
if
And people keep bringing up the
And then
thing
he
that
confirmed that too.
Yeah.
Well,
He
yeah.
confirmed that too. He said, "Do you know how many people are on OnlyFans that still work for Disney?"
and just to state,
What?
to make it clear to folks that like they keep saying and no one's filed anything yet as far as I know, but it's all of this is alleged that he's allegedly sent these photos out and whatnot. And I wanted to make it clear that I still think the writing for that season is some of the best writing I've ever been able to experience, whatnot.
Yeah.
And that the writing and the people behind that nailed the characters, in my opinion. And that was a
Oh,
hell of a
definitely.
thing they gave us to fans. However,
Your
this
lawyer should
effing-
shut the hell up. Like,
this effing sucks because I'm like, this fuck the show and it affects what it implements or it sets down the precedents onward about like how a dude who's part of the LGBTQ community allegedly did something like this, and it just like it sucks and whatnot. And you know, if this stuff happened, sucks for anybody who went through that, and you know, sorry about that. But again, you would think if they made an agreement, just stay off Twitter.
exactly.
And-
Bro was on Twitter every Wednesday.
he
And
wasn't
I-
supposed to go to
Every
cons
Wednesday.
either. He was going to cons and stuff. He wasn't supposed to do none of that.
And because I'm not, and we still don't know it. We just know that there's alleged stuff about what he did. But it was always fascinating to see. Okay, he was willing to break down a social media commentary, if you will, per episode. And I was like, okay, that's intriguing. I doubt we would ever get that much depth in the making of and the Disney Plus series. But I'm like, all right, cool. But like, what else was occurring during that time period? And then, yeah, it's just a muddy situation.
Yeah, it's like it's a muddy situation. I will always say, like, reading this lawyer's statements, I'm like, bro, you're not helping him at all. Everything you're saying is confirming what Disney said. Like, yes, they said he was. First of all, I
He
laughed out
parted
loud.
ways.
Yeah, I laughed out loud when they said that he was basically like sending, like it allegedly was sending sexually explicit photos and superhero poses to his staff. Um, said stuff about him like basically like harassing staff members and whatnot. I'm like, how is sending nude photos supposed to inspire them? If that was the case, allegedly, if that was like, what part in your mind said that, oh, this will get them hype, I'm gonna do a Magneto pose, full frontal, like what, like
Well, you
what?
don't remember that part in X-Men '97 where Magneto was fully naked?
They did the
I think I
homage to the
down-
cover before Deadpool Wolverine did it, and it was just like,
Yeah, I think
and
I
but a lot of
downloaded
people
the
were
wrong
like,
X-Men series.
but everybody
Yeah.
was like, I wonder who inspired this shot and whatnot, or who wrote this shot. But it's just like, yeah, it's like, and again, dude, if you're into that wave, kudos, do that on OnlyFans, on Instagram, go for it. I have no issue with you doing that and putting out, but if you're directly sending it to folks while you're working, it's just like I don't find
There's a time and a
a
place
lot
for stuff
in
like
leadership that way, and how like people are supposed to be comfortable like this. Like, doesn't matter
But-
which way you
that.
swing.
There's a time and a place for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because again, if that's not the reason why they went to HR about you, what is? Because what reason, if you're not doing anything wrong, why are they going to HR? If you didn't do anything wrong at all, they're just unfairly targeting you.
Which
They don't
happens,
track.
but yeah.
It happens, but not when you have, like, you've been unceremoniously,
Not when the list of
Let
evidence
go.
against you is that long.
yeah, you've been let go since March, had these rumors circulating. Disney didn't want this stuff to get out. But again, you went against the separation clause.
The
So
week before the show premiered, the week before, and it just, and again, I think if I'm not mistaken, a lot of us in our groups, in live streams or in private chats, always said like, if they only fired him because he has an OnlyFans account, that's fucking stupid. That's ridiculous. Like, that's not worth firing for one. Now, if he crossed some lines like that, then okay, there's that's plausible. That's a bridge too far. And you know, again, if you want to go back to talent, to results, he knows the world, these characters, but at the expense of others, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, I am just finding it a little funny that they had like the announcement of termination, and then all this time goes by, and then now like all that is being revealed. So it's like they're just doing it to get attention, looks like, and then just to get people riled up.
3 months after the season concluded.
Yeah.
And we had not heard a peep at all. Like I'm pretty sure we thought, okay, after the show concludes, we'll say, all right, we experienced it. Now what happened? But no, 3 months, and then within a span of a week. And again, a couple of us saw him at a convention, and it was just like, what the hell? All right. It's
I mean,
fascinating.
I guess it didn't make up for good PR in the way they thought it would. Him being at the convention.
And it's just the start. Look at the fucking Acolyte now, and it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, like they like
Fubar.
Disney has been mishandling stuff all week. Apparently, they gave the go ahead to reimburse the husband of the wife who
Yeah, that was
passed. Like,
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, okay, dumb move number one. This whole Acolyte thing is backfiring on them big time, because on one hand you got the weirdos who didn't want the show at all that are like literally, yay, oh, it's gone, they're cheering. Then on the other hand, like, it's petitions out to get the show back. I highly doubt Amanda Steinberg will ever work with Disney again.
Are those on like change.org, or where have you seen those at?
Trending, renew. It's been trending for the while since we haven't heard renewal. Just renew the Acolyte,
tens
or
of
save the
people
Acolyte.
signed it.
I mean, at this point, I wouldn't even work for Disney. And it's not even about Disney. It's the fan
I work
base.
for 'em
If
in a
I'm about to get hated just for playing a goddamn character I get hired to play, like, it's not worth it. My mental health is more important.
I mean, that's been happening with Star Wars ever since the '90s with the Jar Jar actor. So
Well, yeah,
it's-
so
that-
that's what I'm saying.
that's-
It's
Look
nothing
at-
new. It's a
Look
Star
how the
Wars
Force
thing,
Awakens is starting
definitely.
up. The minute people saw John in that Stormtrooper outfit,
Bro, people was livid,
and
bro.
it was just like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? I'm like, y'all, we're just getting back to Star Wars, like in live action. What the fuck?
Why are
is
you
going
complaining
on?
about a black man, bro? Like, damn.
no one complained about Lando back in the day.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, who knows?
Billy
Because
D,
social
they
media
may
wasn't
have.
a thing.
though.
I was
We
gonna
weren't alive
say,
back then, so
I was gonna
Man,
say, go
everybody
back.
loved Billy D back then, though, bro. I doubt he got hate.
that's true.
I'm
People
sorry.
did love
Yeah.
Billy
I'm
D.
sorry.
Williams, so-
Billy D is an exception.
The racists would say that's the good one or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
would.
Wait,
So,
wait.
yeah.
Is that what Jake
Yeah,
says?
I was
You know-
looking
you know how-
directly at him when I said that.
You know how Jake is.
Yeah, no, and I did not fall into that trap.
You're falling to it.
No.
Nope, I'm not playing your game today, Lance.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
Lance.
Okay.
All right. Wow. It's kind of racist the way you said that.
Well, did y'all already talk about the CW stuff?
We'll see.
No,
Exactly.
the stuff with the librarians, them like unceremoniously like just pulling them from the schedule. Like I'm scared for Superman and Lois now. Like
Where's
Yeah.
the
Nah,
librarian?
Superman and Lois will still come out. That's too big of a show for it not to come out.
Yeah.
but like you
They give
film
him a
the
panel at Hall
librarians.
H for Christ's sake. Like it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
You filmed the librarians. You talked about, oh, we're so excited. Like when they first announced it, like this was ain't this a revival of a show?
No, it's like
And
a
then you just pull it.
spin-off.
They
Yeah.
did movies, right? Back in Sci-Fi or Channel, the Librarians. I'm
It was a
pretty
TV
sure.
show.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
a show
okay.
back then.
Yeah. It was like
So why
that.
put
They
it-
had like the magicians and stuff like that. I like the magicians. That was my shit.
But I'll be honest, like after this fall, whenever Superman and Lois ends, like if
No,
it
I'm
ends
done with
or
CW.
whatnot,
That's right.
yeah, I'm deleting the app as soon as it ends.
Yeah, like I wish I could delete the channel from my cable network.
Like it's honestly
Get
sad.
that shit the fuck
that
out of
we've-
here.
It's sad that we've gotten to this.
Oh,
like,
Lance,
it's
speaking of
always-
CW, you been watching Homecoming?
Yeah.
It's been good this season. I'm mad it got
Yeah.
canceled now.
I was gonna say, just look at where we were. Like, go back.
It's like 2 years ago we had a whole bunch of
7
shows.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Before
it's
they all
like
got
it's like
canceled.
now, like
yeah.
Like,
Before like,
dog,
all the
like-
buyouts and stuff happened.
bro, it's amazing to me how they all we got left is All American.
Yeah,
and
that'll be the
even
only
that's
thing left.
us.
And
Even
Wild Cards.
that's a soft reboot. And Wild Cards isn't even an actual CW show. That's a show that they
It's
just
made in
take
Canada
from
that they get.
it's a Canadian
Yeah.
show that films in Canada that airs on a Canadian network, but the CW has rights to it as well.
All
Oh,
Canadian.
Yeah. Like they have their what is it called? Like the distribution rights. Is that what they've got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
So like
we live in a
literally,
society,
that-
boys. We live in
The
a
only
society.
reason they
Jesus.
kept Wild Cards is because another place renewed it. If they had their way, they wouldn't be paying for it.
Yeah.
But they don't have to pay to produce it. They don't have to pay to film it. They don't have to pay edit it. They don't have to do nothing. So it's basically like you're just airing it
Yeah.
and getting views. Like the CW is so far from the network that it was even back when it was just Smallville. Like even
Yeah,
back when they were airing
Smallville.
stuff
Yeah.
like they
Thank
were when
God
they were,
3 Dubs is not here.
when they were airing just regular sitcoms, bro. Like look how far this now, and I know it's been people that's like saying like, oh my god, CW is just nothing but teen drama. We never liked it in the first
It's
place.
always
It's
been
great.
like that.
Yeah, but it's crazy that
Yeah,
it's crazy that we're agreeing that like, okay, the CW is dead, it's overdone. Like we're agreeing with them now. Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
well, you just had people who knew how to write drama better, and then you had people who didn't know how to write drama.
Yeah, like it was good shows on there. Like I hate when people act like there was nothing good on CW.
No, I mean, it's just been the running punching bag of
Mhm.
like TV networks for a long time now. And what's funny is a lot of the people making fun of it now won't admit that they were hooked into it at one point.
Yeah.
They won't
Denial.
say it.
I don't think people made fun of it in the early 2000s though, because those shows are like heralded.
Oh yeah, no,
It's
not
like
so much.
like One Tree Hill and the OC and stuff like that. Like those shows are heralded as like the best teen dramas of all
Seventh
time.
Heaven. Wait, that wasn't a CW, was it?
That was not a CW.
That was not CW. No,
Who watched that show? I
That was
used to
like
hate it.
UPN or some shit.
Yeah,
Whenever,
you know, like,
whenever I
all
heard
the
the
freaking-
theme song, I turned it off.
Gore, can you sing the theme song? I can't hit high notes yet, but
So we about to get hit. We about to get hit with a
born to be
plane.
this way. Seventh Heaven. I don't know.
that's
Is
not
it Seventh
Seventh
Heaven?
Heaven. No,
Yeah, it is. Is it?
it's not.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Friends.
Well,
Yeah, I was about to say that's Friends.
That's Friends. No,
I ain't even
I don't
watched
even
that.
watch.
No,
I don't even watch the
that's
show.
a-
and I
Days
know
of our
that.
lives.
Nah, this is Berenstain Bears stuff right here. You know,
I'll be
You don't get
there
it.
for you.
Oh, that was a series too, wasn't it?
what
but
Berenstain
like,
Bears?
but like
Yeah.
honestly, this sucks. Like that the network is, and then they're just okay with it. Like they're okay with
Yeah.
it. Like that's crazy to me. Like you're okay with people hating
Yeah.
you.
Well, most of their popular IPs are gone. So
What happened to all those talks where they were gonna start delving into sports and all that? Is that
They
still
do.
true, or is that?
Yeah, but nobody
They
watch it.
still air sports. Nobody watches it because remember their target demographic was 50 and up.
supposedly,
Yeah.
I said,
At a
how the
point,
hell
yeah.
does that work?
At a
I said,
point.
how the hell does
no one is
because
watching basketball
you're
on
taking-
CW over like TNT or ESPN
Yeah.
or ABC. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not, especially.
Hell, even
no.
Fox
Yeah.
Sports gets more viewers than that.
Yeah, like man, CW, get that shit out of here.
NXT on CW. God, could y'all imagine?
No, it is.
I would. Oh god, I just got back into wrestling. No, please.
I did
I'm
something to
trying to
see
get
it.
back into it, but it's
I watch
it's
for the
been-
females.
Oh,
not
no,
like that.
no,
Like they're
yeah,
actually the more entertaining
No, I get
wrestlers
that.
on the
For years now,
What
I've heard that's
makes
yeah,
the
me
for a
thing.
few,
so
yeah,
much,
for a few years
yeah.
now. Yeah,
Their storylines have been
It makes me-
better.
It makes me roll my eyes so much that whenever they do something there that's, so all right, so say they do something, like whether it's Liv Morgan or whoever it is,
Rhea
does something
Ripley.
that may look like slightly inappropriate, quote unquote,
Oh,
and then,
yeah,
and then the
yeah.
guy will be like, I'm not sure if this is PG. I'm like, where the hell have you been? Like, this. It
Go back
hasn't
and look
been-
at the 90s stuff. Go
Yeah,
I was
back
about
and
to say,
look
yeah,
at
look
that.
at the 90s.
was
Yo, Braun
way
Panty
worse
match,
than
let's
this.
go.
Like the 90s was way worse
Classic.
than this.
Mud
it
wrestling
was
matches and
ridiculous.
stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
mud wrestling.
I mean,
man.
hell,
Braun
freaking,
Panty match, of course.
I mean, do y'all remember the whole thing where Hangman Page had the whole sex in the ring deal? It's like they would not air that today.
I
As
remember
a kid, I shouldn't have been watching that stuff.
Edge and
Yeah,
what's her
oh,
name
no.
had something like that going on. I was just like, damn.
Yeah, it was.
There was
wild.
commentary and I was like, what the fuck is happening? I was like,
Like people forget how crazy
They put
wrestling.
it
Some of them
inside.
died entering a goddamn ring. Owen Hart
yeah,
died
Bret Hart.
entering the
Oh,
ring.
yeah, Owen
Come
Hart.
on, bro.
You didn't
Like,
hear that.
I was about to say Bret Hart didn't.
No, you didn't hear
yeah,
that.
Bret Hart didn't.
I definitely did not get that wrong. I definitely
Okay.
said Owen Hart. You didn't
I
hear
also don't think they have the star power that they had back in the day. Because like
Oh yeah, no.
those wrestlers had like an aura about them, like Edge and
that.
Triple
Wayne
H and The
World's,
Rock
yeah.
up
and
close.
Stone
And then like
Cold
whenever, but then the problem is they'll rely on those old faces to get people back
to
in
get the
seats.
views back. Yeah.
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 I mean,
Every time there's a Royal Rumble, they do that, right? I don't know if they still do, but they
Yeah,
always have
every
like that
time.
one big.
something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like I think John
Edge
Cena's
is
supposed to come
back.
back,
Oh yeah, John Cena's was probably.
but he said he
Remember-
retiring though.
Yeah.
He said he done after
I
this.
mean, how,
the
what
John
was it?
Cena one from like what was that, like 12 years ago when he showed back up or something?
Yeah.
He was like number 30. Of course he won.
Yeah, the Rumble in New York.
Yeah.
And then I think there was a Royal Rumble like 3-4 years ago where Hurricane came back after so long.
Oh
Everybody
yeah.
was like, "Oh my god,
Hurricane
what's
Helms?
this?" Yeah, yeah, but no, you just hadn't seen him so much in a while. And then they were like, "Oh, is this going to be
Stay in
the
the
start of
back.
something new?" And
There's
then
a
no, it
hurricane
really
coming
wasn't.
They brought back Kevin Nash, Jake the Snake
Nash.
Roberts at one point.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh yeah, the Kevin
damn.
Nash one was cool because he just went by
Yeah.
Diesel.
Diesel just boom.
Yeah,
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 with
that was
the
funny.
glove and yeah,
Yeah.
that was good.
I
The
don't know.
bad
I
guy
like
from
whenever,
Punisher. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
see, I like
Yeah,
whenever they
the
would
Russian.
have whenever they would have Rey Mysterio pop up at certain events or another, and he would be
Yeah, Rey
dressed up
Mysterio.
as a different character every time. Just that gimmick of his, I always really liked because
Now, speaking of that, I love the Mick Foley's gimmick. Well,
Oh.
I forgot what Royal Rumble it was though, where
He
he came in
played
as
like
all three-
80 characters.
yeah, it
was
was
ridiculous.
80 and
With
1.
the Royal Rumble, he came in as all three of his characters: Mankind,
Yeah.
Cactus Jack, and Dude Love.
Yeah, I remember that. Damn it, I
That's
can't
so
remember which
good.
number it was. But the
I think
last
it was like I
one
want to say it was like 99 or something.
Yeah, it was something around that time.
Yeah, but the last one of Ray showing up in a costume, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I think it was in one of the, I think Ring of Honor hosted it, where
Lance, what the hell are you doing?
Wolverine, and I
Should've
couldn't
mimicked
remember
Dude
what
Love
it
intro.
was. was about to say, Lance, are
He's
you
fucking
polishing
with
your
the
glove
Doom
handles there?
bucket.
What are you doing?
Jesus. He's fucking with the Wolverine popcorn bucket. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was disgusting what you just did.
Thing got a mouth on it.
I thought he was about to go rub.
Jesus.
I thought he was about to go
No.
rub Grant's chest for a second.
No, he finally pulled up. No more kids, Lance.
Um,
There you
my
go.
wife's on birth control, so I don't have to worry about that anyway.
I don't trust that. I'm sorry.
Learned
Yeah,
my
birth
lesson.
control is about as reliable as the
I have
Carolina.
nothing to say,
Weathermans.
bro.
No comment. No comment.
Yeah.
How
That's
did
fair.
did anybody else watch the Gamescom? I know Gore, you were streaming. I popped in and out for that.
I saw the new trailer for Dragon Ball Sparking
It was
Zero.
kind of underwhelming,
boy.
honestly.
Yeah, I'm not
Here
gonna
we
lie.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you
fine,
see,
but
you
I
see the new like you see the different. First of all, no, let me find this comment from earlier. Gore, you are gonna cry laughing. Somebody got too serious about somebody reporting about like the different costumes or whatever that you see because like people were wondering about them or whatever, and this dude like he just got like so upset. It was weird.
About who? About what? Which costume? Oh, okay, we're gonna see it. Cool. Goku costumes. Sorry, but those were not costumes. Yard Rat. I don't know what the fuck. Was where he learned into what the fuck. See, I don't even know what that means.
What?
Instant transmission. The time chamber was his power clogging moment in training. Gohan. I don't know what that's not worded right. Don't minimize it. Just being outfits. They carry an essential to his being. We know him as. Yeah, that was very well worded.
I think I lost like 10 brain cells reading that.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm like, dude, in the game, they're different costumes.
Like you literally
They're
have-
different
No.
outfits that you change into. Like if you don't want to use the main costume, you're gonna switch.
They have reasons for being.
Yeah.
So
Like-
you need to address that every time.
I read that and lost brain cells. I said, wait, are you seriously?
You don't understand that guy's whole purpose in life is Dragon Ball anything.
Oh, do you guys
So-
remember back in the Xenoverse games whenever you could literally take apart those different costumes and literally mix and
We need
match them
costumes.
however you wanted on your character?
Yeah.
Their
Just mix
identity.
and match them and take them
I'm
apart.
surprised that
Those games are
Xenoverse.
so boring.
I'm surprised Xenoverse
Yeah,
2
yeah.
is still getting content.
Me too.
Hey, you know what? I'm surprised that freaking Elder Scrolls is still getting content without having a new game yet. So
Elder Scrolls
Hey, but-
Online. That's
Have
You
kind
know
of
what
really-
game has so much potential?
yeah,
Jump
but they also
Force.
keep
Oh my
re-releasing
god!
Skyrim on everything.
Jump
too.
Force
Yeah.
had a lot of potential, but then they just like
I
they
got
just-
on
Dude.
for like the
they
weekend it
dropped
came
the
out.
ball.
And
Dude,
then
that
I
was like one of the
done after
hypest
that.
announcements that year.
I
when
was
they-
so
yeah, I
hyped
was like,
for the game.
yo. I don't know
Hey,
why too,
The
because they've
character
had
designs
plenty
were
of.
terrible.
Yeah, I don't know why people were that excited, including me, because they just like 2 years earlier when they announced that had that I forgot what it was called, it was Jump Superstars or whatever, which was exactly the same and it wasn't that great either. But I don't know,
I'm
just
so
seeing
mad I wasted
Luffy
money on that
fighting
game.
Luffy, Goku, and then at the end they had Death Note.
Death Note,
uh,
yeah. Jump
yeah.
Force, yeah.
Except they weren't playable, so it was just like they're just in the
I
story.
played it for the first weekend and then I stopped playing it.
Yeah,
That shit was crazy. I'm mad I spent money on that.
That trailer, I remember, was hyping up the
Yeah.
shit out of everybody. It was like, oh my gosh, there's the ship. Oh my gosh, is that
Yep, there's Frieza's
Naruto?
ship
You know, yeah.
yeah. And then at
Lord.
the end they had Ryuk and a light from Death
Hey,
Note.
Lance, any super antis in this thread? I need some fellow followers.
I don't know, but it's
It's
like
no, I'm playing.
this
I don't
dude is
like
like
super,
this
I'm
dude
not
is
gonna
like really adamant. He's like, look. Oh,
I'm about to
okay.
join
Didn't
him.
know.
What's his Twitter?
Didn't know they were just outfits. Guess
The
he
money?
won't have moves from no specific
The money.
timelines. It's still just a costume. It's
I'm
still
about to
just
join
an
him.
outfit. Like, why is it so deep?
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
I'm not gonna read this one. I see some words I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, yip. Nothing else. Well, you say it all the time, so I know that. But
My thing is, I get what he's
Yo, he
trying.
better be black.
My thing
look
is
his
like,
picture. Wait, he has an anime profile picture, so yes.
my thing
Oh,
is
so he's hidden.
Yes.
I get
He's
what
hidden.
he's I get what the dude is trying to say, but he's confusing different Gokus
no, I
for
get
the
what he's
different
saying.
costumes.
Yeah,
Like he's confusing like this is the one thing I hate about Sparking. Like you have like 17 different Gokus.
yeah.
100 different Vegetas. You got 12 different Freezers.
For
Sorry,
one
John.
Krillin? That's fucked
Seven,
up.
one
Krillin.
Krillin.
It's only
Krillin.
one of each character for me.
Two,
Yeah.
you got two versions of Android 17. You got
that's
I'm
okay.
using one.
which one are you gonna use?
The
was
regular
the other
one from
one?
Z.
The one with the 17 on it.
Oh, is the other one
That
from Super
bullshit
or
from
whatever?
goddamn
You got like
Super.
how
Fuck
many
that
Yeah, I think the
Gohans?
other one is Super.
How many
Okay.
Gohans are in this game? Like
If they put
35?
Super
400.
Android 17 in the game, I'll play it that one.
Okay. I think
I hated Super Android 17.
they didn't show her.
Well, he
Did
hates
they
you
show her?
too.
No, they haven't showed any.
Is that the
GT
red-haired
stuff
one?
No,
Uh,
Which
He
one
was
is
just
the, which
beefy.
one am I thinking of?
yet. You're thinking about Android 21.
that was Super Android 13.
That's 21. I
Oh,
think.
I'm getting a
13
bunch
had
of
the
different
orange
numbers.
I thought it was 21.
I haven't watched Super yet, so.
No, that's not a Super. That was a movie from back in the day.
Oh yeah. I watched the
Yeah.
Team 4-Star video for it.
But I haven't.
Yeah.
But no,
I
like
haven't finished
I'm not gonna
Super
lie.
yet.
Like,
I'm only like 5 episodes into it. I haven't finished it.
well, finish it. Damn it.
Into what?
Finish
I got
it.
a friggin' job, Lance. I'm busy.
Five episodes.
So do
five
I.
episodes into what?
Everybody else does. So.
Super.
Yeah, well, there's other stuff I'm watching.
Oh yeah, we watching.
Might watch some Super.
We're not gonna talk about it.
Okay, he's watching Super right now.
Yo,
That's
Chicago
boring.
Fire about to come back in September. I'm hyped.
Hey, I'm ready for Chicago PD.
Oh,
Nice.
I told you to
Cast,
watch Chicago Fire, yo. I'm about to make
is
another
Chicago
trip to your
PD
house.
like the Super of that series?
No, it's actually
No.
good.
Hey,
okay.
why is the
Damn.
president from why is the president McDermott?
Ford.
Why is he the new
Yeah,
fire
Harrison
captain
Ford,
in Chicago Fire? Like, I'm not gonna watch it just because
Get
I
off
don't
my
like
plane.
dude. I don't like dude mainly because of that
Get
role
off my
from,
fire truck.
from
Bro, you gotta realize this show has
from
been
Secret
running for
Invasion.
13 years.
I
bro.
don't like
Like,
it because I
Oh,
don't like him
Dorm-
from Secret Invasion.
Dormant Maroney. I
He
think
not the
Yeah.
same character. What's
I
wrong with
don't
you?
care.
No.
I don't like him.
He was
No,
like in
Lance,
every romantic
that's
comedy.
All right,
in, like,
I'm gonna
late
let you
2000s.
have
Just
that.
brought up.
So you better not get on me about not liking Super no more. So that's the
Yeah.
conversation.
Well, it's actually something funny that Lance brings up because it reminds me. So back whenever the Christian Bale Batman movies were coming out, my mom still to this day does not like Christian Bale as Batman, and it's for one reason and one reason only because he
American
was
Psycho.
too good at American Psycho.
Oh, okay.
That's the one reason. And until
He got a watermark.
and for the longest time, I expected that to be her least favorite Batman. Then she watched Robert Pattinson's movie, and she got a new least
Oh,
favorite.
Twilight.
Oh,
Why?
because
that
of
why?
Twilight.
Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson was great.
Yeah.
If I have not seen him in other things, I would have been like, nah. But I saw him in other stuff, and I was like,
I don't know
oh, he
how
has
many
something.
times I tried
time.
telling folks, forget Twilight, watch The Lighthouse. Watch
Yeah,
his
good time.
indie stuff. Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah.
He's
Even,
really
even like
good.
Cosmopolis, which was not great, but
There was
good.
one astronaut one after you watched. That's
Oh, yeah,
called
yeah,
High
it's,
Life or something like that.
Yeah, High Life. There you go.
There we go.
I mean, his performance is like far from like
The
that's
Rover.
not really
That's a
my
good
issue.
one.
with
Yeah.
that movie. That's not. I
Watch
haven't
Tenet.
watched it.
That's a great template.
Oh, yeah,
of
Tenet,
like
he's great.
of when
He's
he
the
did
best thing in that movie.
Yeah.
of Bruce Wayne. That level, he can go that way. I'm like, okay, do the
Yeah, for sure.
billionaire philanthropist stuff.
They should
right
cast
there.
him as Batman.
Cue in something in the way.
That's kind of like when him and Michael
Chuck
Sheen were
D.
talking about being in those big
Chuck D. in
franchises.
my ass.
And because David Tennant was like, "Oh yeah,
That's
I've been in Harry Potter." And Michael Sheen's like, "No, you were in one movie for 5 minutes and 2 scenes."
Ooh, Michael
Oh,
Sheen?
for Order of the Phoenix?
No, for David Tennant and the
Oh.
Harry Potter movies.
Okay,
Oh,
they said
yeah,
Michael
He
Sheen.
really was. He was
Well,
only in like a
well-
couple scenes doing that dumb tongue thing.
Well, no, Michael Sheen
It
was
was
the
so
one
weird.
telling him that because
Yeah,
they were
he was in
having a
Twilight,
conversation.
so
Yeah,
shit,
they
you should be
were-
talking because he was the cringe lord in Twilight. So
Yeah.
Those movies are
His
so
voice,
bad.
That little girl
Yeah.
goes,
he was the best thing, to be fair.
Yeah,
but he's
no.
so cringe lord.
Hey,
The
Gore.
first thing I saw him with was Purple Man. Jessica
Oh, yeah,
Jones.
yeah.
And I was just
Oh,
like, oh
yeah.
man, this
Yeah,
is
David
Doctor
Tennant.
Who? Damn.
He was great in that.
Hey, Gore.
Yeah.
He
Will
is.
you be playing NBA 2K25?
Oh, of course.
Fuck yeah, man.
I'm a
Yeah.
2K basketball nut. Yeah,
And then Ronan, we had another doctor in
that means no.
Morbius.
Yes. That was no.
Like seriously, you know how many games are coming out like between
I
now
can't
and
stand
December?
2K.
I'm getting
Yeah.
2K25.
I'm really
basketball
upset at 2K today because
I
I,
gotta
was
get-
excited.
I gotta get Black Ops. I gotta get.
I'm getting Black
Sonic-
Ops. We're not playing together though.
I gotta get Shadow Generations
shit.
or whatever.
Hell yeah, bro.
That got that MonsterVerse.
No, Lance
game
wouldn't.
looks good.
Lance wouldn't like
Oh, yeah.
play with us. I'm telling you
Kong game
now.
looks alright.
The last
Like,
basketball
that's why I
game
dropped
played
FIFA.
was
Like, I
Esports
haven't
Resort
dropped
Basketball.
FIFA in a while now. I'm like,
Yeah, the last FIFA game, which isn't even called FIFA anymore because they lost the license, was like the best one in a long time.
So what's it called now? IFA?
IFA, yeah, it's IFA.
Yeah,
IFA.
IFA, why not?
What does FIFA stand for? I'm assuming it's like an acronym.
I don't know.
Football International
Yeah, I
Federation.
figured it was
Association, I
football
think,
something
yeah.
international.
Football.
What was the F?
FP8.
Football International Football Association. It's just double football.
That's crazy.
Federation of International.
Yeah, I'm hyped for Black
Football
Ops. Oh my gosh,
America.
we get zombies back.
You know what? This is bothering me. I'm gonna look
Lose
it up.
my mind.
Wait, you look it up.
International
What it
Federation
means.
of Association Football.
Oh,
Damn it, Lance.
And it was part of my religion playing FIFA every time I went out. But then after a point, I was just like, I finally believed it. I'm like, no, just the same shit every year. There's recycling. I'm like, I'm good.
I mean, I
played
used
it
to play,
once,
like-
and then I ran into a sweat.
I mean, I used to play Madden
Deleted
like
that
back
game
in
so
the day,
fast.
but I haven't
Yeah.
played since 2009.
FIFA
only-
Street,
I
that's another
don't-
one that I have to pick
Yeah,
up.
FIFA Street was fun.
Where it's like, yeah.
I like
That's
the
me
street
in
games.
2K.
They didn't bring
I
those
ain't played
back.
since like 2019.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's been a while since we've had one.
They bringing
Yeah.
back NBA
I think FIFA
Street.
Street was the last one.
I'm
Yeah.
not playing it.
Or NFL. NFL Street was great too.
They bringing back college games, which I've been waiting for.
Yeah,
They
I've
got
heard
the
this
football
new
game
one
out.
is like the best
Yeah,
football
yeah.
game in
I
like
need them to bring the basketball
15
one back.
years.
I will be fiending. Lance, you won't see me on Tuesdays for like 3 months.
Bring back NBA. Y'all won't see me when Sparking Zero comes out. I'm gonna
I don't
be
want to
online.
see you.
I'm gonna be online.
Good.
I don't want to see you at all.
whooping
I was
whooping
like,
Gore.
I don't want to see you
Never.
anyway.
Gore, but you're not lying. Like that 50
Lance, I ain't
days
gonna
trailer.
lie. If I play you
they
and
coulda-
you pick a super character, I'm banning you from my lobbies, bro. I'm not doing that.
So how are you gonna beat the game without playing the super story?
I'm gonna let my
We'll
brother
find a
play the
way.
rest.
He just won't play. Yeah, because they do have it
I'm gonna
separated
play
in
up
different little
to
stories, right?
Z, and I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, you want to play the rest of this for me? Go ahead.
Yeah,
I mean,
beat the
Taj
game.
is like the kid in Home Alone. I don't want to see you for the rest of my life, and I don't want to see anyone else either.
Boom.
It's not like the game will make you like super. Like
How do you know? Did you make the game?
No, because I'm be
Yes.
matter of fact, I'm gonna record myself playing it, and just so that aggravation in my face as soon as super pops.
so. What about when they dropped the Daima DLC?
I'm not
I
down with
want to
that
say
shit.
for Daima. What the hell?
Wait,
I don't
so
want
did
to see
anybody
them as
play,
kids.
Why
wait,
not?
so
I
did
do.
anybody play
First of
Kakarot?
all,
I
they
didn't
said
actually play that game.
they said Goku Kakarot's cool. It's just like it's an action. It's an RPG.
They say Kakarot's cool.
Yeah. Doesn't say. I mean, I bought it. I just
Is
didn't
that a
play it.
defense for little kid versions of all the characters? Is because a
Hey, man,
different
he's
game
cool.
was all right?
No, no, he was asking about the game. But
Yeah, because I
Oh,
bought it.
okay,
I just
okay.
didn't play it yet.
Vegeta's getting a new
I tuned him
Vegeta's
out.
getting a new form in
No, I'm
Daima.
just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're
Goku-
little. I don't care.
Well, so we've never seen little Vegeta. I think it'll be kind
We
of.
have seen him in flashbacks.
Yeah, we did. He was a kid. Yeah, we
Vegeta's
saw him.
always little.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, we saw him in the
We
Broly
think-
movie as a
I
kid.
mean, I'm never little, so I mean, I that's not my testimony.
Is that a sex joke?
Your Honor,
Man,
I
we're
would
talking
like to
about
just-
Dragon Ball. Ain't nobody talking about meat, man.
I would like to strike that from the record.
That is canon, I
He'd
guess.
like to,
Except
he'd
the
like to say
Sonic.
set. He'd like to psych that from the record.
You know, and then you just have the Sonic meme. Approved.
But seriously, like I'm excited
That
for
was a fun
Daima.
flight.
At least it's something that Akira Toriyama made. I now know why, because the Super IP is tied up in so much damn litigation. He had to make something new. Like Taj,
He
you
did,
can't.
he did
Taj, you-
Sandland.
Taj, you
ever
can't
watch
be
that?
mad at that. Like Toei Animation has the Super IP tied up,
Why are we
then-
talking about Super
Is
again?
and then Toyotoru is still
Good
like
question.
is still just reeling from the loss of Akira that he just hasn't went back to the manga yet. So it's like, why not make something new? I think Daima's gonna be cool. And then have y'all seen the new like the new mobile game that they got coming out
Yeah,
that
yeah.
arguably
It-
looks
it's
better
actually-
than like the console stuff?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
but it looks better than. I'll say it looks better than what is it called again? Xenoverse. It looks better than that. I guess
Well,
if that's
I-
what you mean. then-
I hate
Xenoverse 2
Xenoverse.
was actually really good.
What? So what? Okay, I asked this because this is bonkers. That's secret level trailer. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
how the
yeah.
fuck did
Mhm.
that happen?
That's
And how
great.
many contracts did they have to go through to make that? Like,
I'm
Yeah.
excited
fuck
for
the
that.
whole thing.
Yeah.
That trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's every time I watch any like one of those like trailers for a game where they have CG animation or whatever, I'm always like, just make this a movie. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's not quite there because these are gonna be like short, like Love, Death, and Robots. I'm assuming so. Some of them
Yeah.
probably gonna be like 10 minutes long or whatever. But it's cool. just weird selection of games though. Like I looked at it again. Like there's a few games I've never even heard of. Like Exodus, I've never heard of that. But like Concord, which is a game that will probably be dead by the time this series comes out, because there's no way anybody cares.
Concord.
Yeah, Concord. It's a game that comes out a couple of days. It's a hero shooter. I highly doubt it's good, unless it like, I don't know, like unless it blows up somehow. I don't know.
I wonder if they named it off the city.
Like Unreal Tournament getting one was sick. It's the low.
It was just weird seeing the
Pac-Man.
shots of like Kratos and then that Pac-Man. I was just like,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on? It's like pixels and shit. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah. I hope it doesn't delay Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh,
Is this
I think that's
weird.
I haven't
I was
continued
gonna
with that
say-
show, but man, those first 2 seasons, whew.
Yeah, the third one's great too.
I
Yeah,
don't even know what
okay.
y'all talking about.
Yeah,
Love
it's
Death
been
and
mad
Robots.
that I haven't
Secret level.
seen that show.
That's connected
It's
to
on my
the
list. I just
Level.
haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's great.
Taj doesn't believe in TV shows about video games, so
Who said that?
Hell,
You're
I don't
just
know
trying
if
to piss
anybody.
me off.
I don't know if anybody here is a fan
No.
of Tekken or not. But did you guys watch that Tekken anime that came out a few years ago?
No,
no, it
Me
was
neither.
good. Gore. It's on Netflix.
I thought it was
You should
actually-
watch it.
I thought
Yeah,
it was
it was
actually
alright,
pretty
yeah,
good.
I'll watch it. Yeah.
They took a little bit of liberties, but I was like, you know what? For the story that they were telling, which is basically Tekken 3, I'm like, you know what? They did pretty good.
They took a lot of bit of liberties. They put Leroy in there, and Leroy
Yeah, that
didn't
didn't
show
make
up until
sense.
yeah. Leroy
Tekken
doesn't show
6.
him until like 7,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, well, that one part where they're also showing like those little flashby of all the characters, it's like half these people don't get introduced until like the 4th or 5th game.
Well, weren't they always supposed to be in the series, but they kind of retconned it? So like, I could have sworn like Tekken 7 when they introduced Leroy Smith. Is that his last name?
Yeah.
I could have sworn they said like he was an old master who's been around the entire time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Bro,
I mean,
why
I
they
never
bring
saw
back?
him.
I guess, but
Why
whenever
did they
you're showing,
resurrect
like, the
Heihachi?
people-
Well, you know why they resurrect
Yeah.
Heihachi.
Yeah, but I mean, like whenever they were showing,
We
all the
need
people
him.
for that third,
They
tournament,
resurrect Bison
Um,
and Street Fighter 6.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah,
whenever
that's
they're
fair,
showing
you're right.
all the people in that tournament. I mean, you have like Steve Fox, Feng Wei,
Hi.
Marta,
Hey, Darren.
like, these people aren't in until like 4 and 5.
I was
Hey,
trying to
Darren.
figure out who that was for the longest.
Yeah, because that's the names. Yeah.
I was thinking either it was Darren or CW or 3W. 5W, whoever his name is.
No, he's called CW now. He's called CW now.
CW.
God damn it.
I'm surprised nobody ever made that joke before.
Probably has.
Oh, God damn it. No.
You probably would like that name, actually. Think about it.
I mean, considering what's
so-
on there, yeah.
What do you feel about how do you feel about Todd Phillips' comments? Also, he said they stripped away everything that makes Harley Quinn.
That's
Except
fine.
the
They did
costume,
the same
except
thing
the
with
look.
Joker in the first movie. So
It's like,
I mean, that's what they did to the other Birds of Prey in that Birds of Prey movie.
well, that's what they did with Joker. Besides his laugh, he wasn't like. I mean, he's not like
Yeah.
some
I
But
can't
they-
maniacal
I know.
genius or anything. You know.
he says
Yeah.
he says that, but I'm like, there's literally shots and a scene that's right out of Dark Knight Returns, whether they want to admit that they read that book or not.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the first movie, so I don't care about this one.
Okay, well, no.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, this is before you got in the comics. I forgot. We had that conversation.
No,
a
I was
while
already
ago.
in the comics.
Oh,
I just didn't watch this shit.
I watched it.
This
a nice-
comment,
Had a nice
I gotta
burger
say,
with it.
it's
Good for you, Lance.
Eat a juicy burger while watching
damn it.
Joker.
No, that was the last movie
It
I
was
watched.
so moist.
in My
so
Oh,
squirted everywhere.
That was the
Ew,
last
then
movie
it
I
wasn't
watched.
fully cooked.
I
That was
like
the
it
last movie I
wet.
watched.
It's still-
at home.
it's
That
still
people say it
moving,
wasn't
bro.
fully cooked, yeah.
Right.
Before it
You
shut
still had
down.
pink in it.
That was the last one I saw in there, and that was depressing.
What Joker?
Yeah, that was the last movie I saw in my home theater before it shut down. That
Yeah,
was-
that's sad. You should have watched something good, like
Actually, my last movie I saw in my home
Shazam.
theater was unfortunately
Shazam
that Vin Diesel that Vin
Bloodshot.
Diesel movie,
The last witch hunter.
Bloodshot. Yeah, that's
yeah,
the last.
Bloodshot.
That's
Yeah.
the
Oh my
last
God.
movie I saw in theaters.
Man,
Before
I
the
saw Birds of Prey
shutdown.
before everything shut down.
I never watched
Bloodshot.
Well, my home
I saw
theater
it.
shut down like before
It's pretty-
the
it's pretty
shutdown in
bad, but-
2020 because they
You know-
weren't going to pay for the building anymore. So.
Bloodshot is like the perfect example of like one of those like early 2000s comic book movies. It's just
Everybody
like
kept
except
saying
it
that.
obviously, yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it feels like.
Ass.
There's a
I mean,
couple
that's-
cool effects in it. I will say, like whenever he like deteriorates, like
I mean,
That's
that's
pretty
what
cool.
Black Adam is basically like if you watch it, which makes sense because they were
Yeah.
trying to get it made since
Yeah.
when The Rock had hair.
let's be
So-
fair, Morbius is like that too. So
Yeah.
and Venom.
So
All
is
of them
Black
like that.
Widow.
Yeah, well, Black Widow just sucked, but
That opening.
Venom. Venom 1 and 2 were like that. Too.
Speaking of which, we I didn't have a voice when the Craven trailer came out. It grabbed my attention because you can tell
See,
they
he
got rid
falling
of
for it. Look at him.
no, I'm not. Am I
You
excited for
falling
this
for the
movie?
trap.
No, am I excited for
You
this movie
excited?
at all?
Why
Hell
you get so
no.
hype in your
He
chair?
drank the beer, man. He
I'm
drank,
just
he
saying,
drunk the beer.
I'm
water.
just saying you can tell they're trying to
He
suck
got a
you
little
in.
loosey goosey.
They
Trying to suck you in.
they're trying to suck
Listen.
like
Are
they
you
got
telling
rid
me
of,
Madam Web wasn't trying to suck us in?
It got me. I'm not
I
gonna
mean
lie.
with
Yeah.
Sydney
This-
Sweeney.
I know
yes.
one particular.
It
I
got
went
me.
to see it. I went to see it for Sydney
Yeah,
Sweeney.
yeah. Well,
that's
Madam
all.
Web had a
Obvious
different
reason.
destination in
Sweeney
mind.
Todd. Yeah.
You know,
Craven has
But-
no Venom horse, so I don't care. That's
But it does have a rhino.
that's all I'm there
You
here
wait.
for.
I
at
still
this
love the
point.
first trailer. It was like, do you know why they call me Rhino? Is it because you're gonna turn into a fucking rhino? Is that what they call you? And he does. I'm like, well,
I'll say
Like-
this with Craven,
like they got
he's
rid
not
of the
too
lion.
direct- He's not too connected with Spider-Man, which is a benefit.
and I don't care. I like that radar. Like when he splits that dude in half through that tree, which I was
Yeah.
no, the trailer looked fire, but I'm not.
yeah,
falling for the
trailer was
trap, man.
good.
They used the
I mean, the
fucking-
movie's gonna suck. Most
I mean,
likely.
Johnny
that's what I'm
Cash
saying.
song
It's
That's
to
gonna
make
be
it
the most
look
like
like
middle of the road movie.
They
I mean, I'll
took
be
the lion
surprised
out.
if it's. I'll be
So is-
surprised if it's actually good.
So is
Yeah.
he not Lion Man anymore? Like is
I
his
think they
dad
changed
not?
it.
Is his dad not
Man.
out there like
That
making
teaser.
his son try
Oh
to
my
kill
god,
animals?
that shot with the powers of the lion. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I think they got rid of that.
No, because
First
he
of
was
all-
roaring and stuff in the trailer.
I think
Like,
they'll
he
explain
had
like
the
his
power
Oh, he
to
family.
sounds
lion.
like they put-
Yeah, maybe he's just awesome.
I mean,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be
it's
surprised
just
if
really
they
good.
route, what they did with like Spectacular Spider-Man whenever he injected himself with that enhanced serum and got like a lot of
Venom.
lion features. So I would
He
not be
hit up
surprised.
Robert
if they
Pattinson
did
to
that.
give me some of that shit.
Yeah. And what was
Man.
funny, I loved one of the lines there where Spider-Man's like, "Where'd you come from?" He goes, "I came from Mother Russia by way of Mother Africa." He goes, "Man, you had 2 moms and you're still this ill-behaved?"
Damn.
So I did hear this rumor.
Got him.
I do not
Yeah.
believe it.
No.
I mean, this theory was like is disproved. I don't care how many say it's a joint venture between like Sony and Disney, but this is disproved by like it's gonna be a joint
Venom.
venture between it's disproved by Venom, it's disproved by No Way Home because anything that they do is gonna be a joint venture.
Well, that was
So
I think with
that arrangement was made like I'm pretty sure it was made after No Way Home was out, and that was like a reunion. It wasn't a new version of those
So
characters.
does that mean like if Spider-Man showed up in another movie like an Avengers, and that means you can't have those other villains that they already used? Like you can't see, I don't know, Rhino. I guess you can't see Rhino in Avengers.
because
yeah,
that's still
They-
that's
I mean, why
still,
would you?
What it's called?
that still does
don't
not make it doesn't make sense to me because if you think about it, okay, Sony said, "Oh, we're gonna use all these villains," but Sony can't put a proper Spider-Man in their films. That doesn't it
no.
doesn't work for either party. So
And plus,
this
them
is
laying
what-
claim to all these villains hasn't made them that much money. So
You don't
far.
understand. Sony loves losing money. I don't
But,
know.
yeah,
They have
that's
like
the
a
thing, though,
losing
is,
money.
like,
That's
fetish.
it. That's the money. La mula.
We're
man.
like approaching this with like real life logic, and I
Yeah.
feel like they've not proven that they know how to do that yet. Like
Yeah.
they're a company thus far. It seems like every movie they're changing the role. Like, okay,
Yeah.
now we're doing this, and then the next movie, oh, that didn't work. All right, let's do this. So like
in the live
this-
action department. In
Yes,
animation,
100%.
and, like,
So,
Yeah.
like, that
but
could be
they're
the
getting rid
mindset,
of those
right?
guys. So
Like,
If Sony didn't have
Yeah.
their game division, they would be bankrupt at this
Yeah.
point.
Shit, Disney would have bought
I
them
don't even think
already.
their TVs sell that well anymore. So
No.
like,
Don't nobody. They tried and it failed.
Yeah, I think
I
their
still
laptops
have
do
one of my
that.
old
Yeah.
Sony cameras over there.
yeah.
Because they
But,
had
like-
a show like that was like directly for PlayStation or something. Wasn't it
Oh,
called
yeah,
like
Powers, you mean?
yeah, Powers?
Yeah, Powers.
Are we good there?
Yeah, it was a weird time.
I
But I
remember those
feel like-
commercials. Man,
Sorry.
Michael Madsen and the guy from District 9. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, Charlton Copley.
Yeah, Charlton. Yeah. I guess they have a connection because Last of Us is under PlayStation, which is under the Sony thing, but it's like, but HBO is doing that. Craig Mazin helped bring that to life for that adaptation. I just, I don't know, man. Like watching that trailer again, I'm like, they use the Johnny Cash song. I'm like, oh,
Yep.
you trying to make me feel a certain way? It's not happening. It's not fitting with this. But I'm
Boy
like,
thinks
yeah.
he's Logan.
Yeah.
I was about to say, is it the song
Exactly.
from Logan?
Exactly.
It's from the trailer. It's a different song, but they use
Yeah,
the
it's
man
like-
comes around at the end of the movie.
Man comes around.
Yeah, it's during the credits.
They do
Yeah.
in the credits of Logan.
Oh yeah.
They
In the
use
trailer
her.
for Logan, they use
It's
Hurt,
It's Hurt, I
Hurt.
think. Yeah,
which is a cover actually.
yeah, because
At the time, I didn't even know that. I always thought that was the original song, and then I found
yeah,
out
no,
it
Nine
was,
Inch Nails did it first.
yeah, Nine Inch
Same.
Nails. Yeah. Was it 9 Inch Nails?
Yep.
Okay.
But then I think even they said it when Johnny Cash did it. I'm like, well, that's the version. That's the definitive version.
Yeah, they did. That cover was how long ago was that?
It was right before he passed
when he
away,
was
I think.
alive
Yeah,
still.
'cause-
So I had to
It was
know
right
when
before
he
he
Yeah,
passed
but I
away.
mean, he died in 2003, so
Yeah, I think it was like 2001 or
I
something.
mean, you can trust them all, but I heard that they like were overworking their animation department.
Yeah.
Same.
So I don't really trust them like that. But it does suck that they're getting rid of them because now anything Spider-Man that they do it's gonna suck. So yeah. I like after Beyond the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man Noir, I believe that they're like Dunzo over there at Sonio Studios. So yeah.
Oh.
Watch
Darren.
Spikey call him up, be like, "Yo, come hang out with us."
Come make Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland. You can
Yeah.
touch him
What I
all you want.
what I found hilarious is
Get
they
him
had a
over at
meme. They had
that's
a meme of that
harassment.
old. They made a
Well,
meme of
maybe he
that
wants it.
Infinity War scene where they put Foggy's
No,
face.
he got
on
some
top
day. I don't
of,
think he did that.
They
Yeah,
put
that's
Foggy's
true.
face on top of Peter Quill, and he goes, "Let's talk about this Craven movie of yours. I think it's good, except it sucks. So let me make the movie, and that way it might be really good."
Watch them shoot a fucking end credit scene.
Yeah, and then he
Like
says "wow,"
Morbius.
and then he shows like the last 4 movies besides Deadpool that they made.
Yeah,
Throw them over at DC and give us like an animated Flash movie. Cooks so hard.
or just a
That'd be
good
cool.
Flash movie.
Speaking of DC,
like
Booster
Flashpoint.
Gold just lost its writers.
Yeah,
That
they haven't
sounds
done that before.
Who?
Wait, who?
Booster Gold lost the writers.
Oh.
I can write
Really?
it.
And
Okay.
I honestly think
Oh
they
yeah,
lost the
wasn't
writers. It could be Danny McBride. and
yeah, Danny McBride. There you go.
I think they lost those writers
From
because
Halloween.
of who is potentially cast as yeah. Kumail Nanjiani, I'm not mad at the casting. It's a weird
So
choice.
is that the casting for him?
Yeah.
That's the
Apparently.
rumor.
And that, yeah, it's highly rumored.
Okay,
I'm not mad at it.
that sounds
It's
good.
weird, but I ain't mad at it. Like
How old is he? Isn't he kind of like? I know he's not
75.
old, but like he's not young
He's
either.
probably
Like,
early 40s. That might
I
be-
mean,
Late 30s, early
Yeah.
40s, I think.
I mean, if we're being honest, like Mark Ruffalo is still the Hulk pushing 60. So
Sure.
yeah, that's true.
But how
And
much of that
then,
is he actually doing, and how
I'm
much
gonna
of
say
it is
the
like
live action
computer
Blues
stuff?
versus.
He's 46. Okay.
Okay.
I
was
feel
gonna say,
like
I mean,
Don't worry
the same
about
thing could be said about Harrison Ford if we're gonna go that way.
Yeah, but he's not
Well-
going to be like Harrison Ford isn't doing Red Hulk for the next 10 to
Yeah.
15.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
done. I have a feeling he's done after this movie. He's
No,
just-
I think
I just love
I
those
think he's in
interviews where
Thunderbolts
he's
as well,
like-
but like these.
oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. I'm guessing. I don't know.
He'll show
I
us
hope-
supposed to
all
be.
those-
Yeah.
If
I just
it's
love all
called
those old
Thunderbolts,
clips.
I hope Thunderbolt Ross is in the movie
Yeah.
Thunderbolts.
I just love all those
Oh,
old
yeah, I
clips
guess
of
so.
people, like they were constantly denying that they were in those movies. Like they had Andrew Garfield's clip, the clip of Patrick Stewart saying, "Who's Doctor Strange?" And then the thing where Daphne Keane said she wasn't in Deadpool. And then at the very bottom of it, you see Harrison Ford saying, "What's a Red Hulk?" I'm like, you know what? Harrison Ford's probably the one out of all of these that's honest.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
With
He might
Booster
know he just
Gold,
doesn't
like
care. He's like,
Kumail,
Yeah.
I could buy it
Yeah,
because
that's
he
my favorite clip.
transformed.
They're like, wait, who shot first? You or Greedo? He's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So good.
Then what was it on SNL? Whenever that it was like a Chewbacca dressed guy in the audience, and Harrison Ford like lost it on him on stage.
Graham Norton, I think it was Graham Norton.
Graham Norton,
Sure, yeah.
not SNL. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, Graham Norton's a good one.
yeah, no, that was
Yeah.
funny.
I like Graham Norton.
Lance,
I think
don't
Kumail
like
can knock it
fall
off
back
as
in your
Booster
chair,
Gold.
please.
so
I think he transformed for Eternals.
Ronan,
he
what
could
were you
do it.
saying? Also,
Oh yeah.
Darren, that's your name.
Huh?
Thunderbolt, you didn't get the notification that the Thunderbolts have nothing to do with Thunderbolt Ross.
I'll wait.
So why is it called the Thunderbolts?
I mean,
So,
we don't.
The
I
rumor.
mean, that's what leakers are saying, but I'll wait to see.
No, that's what
That
they
said in the
said. No,
trailer.
that's what they said. That's what was said at Comic-Con.
Harrison Ford said
We'll
that.
see. We'll see.
So here's
So
the thing.
honestly-
I understand that notion that Kevin said it, but I'm like, they're also willing to be as themselves until the movie comes out. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think there'll be some connection, but I think they might play it off as a joke as well. So
the
we'll see.
biggest rumor of all time was like they're not gonna do the connection to Thunderbolt Ross because apparently Yelena's kid soccer team was called the Thunderbolts, and that's why they're being named that like that. And then people were like,
Do they
no.
call him
just a weird
Thunderbolt Ross
choice.
in the movies? That's just like a credits thing.
I think in the Incredible Hulk they did it, but that might have been the only time.
So
Maybe
50 years ago.
Yeah.
At that point, don't call them Thunderbolt. Like, just don't call them that at all. I don't know. I feel like
I'm
you could
already
just-
willing to
Thunderbolt sounds
bet.
like a kid like show or
Yeah,
something.
you could just
The
name
Thunderbolts.
it
Yeah.
anything at this point. Just like
Yeah.
it's the Super 7. I don't know. Just
The
freaking-
Super 7. Yeah,
at-
Super
at
7.
this
give them
point,
another name.
he'll
Magnificent
appear in the
7.
movie, but
Look,
he's
finally
gonna appear-
woke
up.
There he
There you
is.
go. Wakey.
Come on.
He'll appear in the movie, but then
Damn it.
he'll be like, "I need my Avengers," and that's why they'll switch the title to
Yeah.
Dark Avengers, probably.
Yeah,
We
see
on
what I'm
this one.
thinking too. I am just kind of realizing this. I'm
Thundercats.
fully prepared for the possibility of them not to have any of the classic members of the Thunderbolts that were actually there in the comics, like your Moonstone, your Songbird, your Swordmaster, things like that. I'm prepared for none of those characters to show
Swordmaster?
up. Yeah,
But
I'm not
here's-
joking. That's one of the names.
It's a
But here's
good
also
name.
the thing is like if this movie does well, which we don't know how it's going to do yet, it's still like a year out. Each movie could have its own different cast. Like they could do a sequel to this, and it's a completely new roster of villains. Some new characters they can bring in through this. Some, people are like, "Where's Zemo? Where's Punisher?" I was like, "If this does well, if you go see this movie."
So
the
are we
sequel could do
saying that are
Yeah,
you
sure.
saying that
It's
Bucky
like
is a
Avengers, I
villain?
guess.
Take it back.
But I mean, I
No.
could see them putting.
mean,
Take it back.
If they wanted to pull Bullseye from Daredevil and have him as a member, because he's been a Thunderbolt before, so that could definitely
100%.
work.
What about John
Abomination,
Walker?
if you want.
First of all, did y'all see the leaked trailer? Like, why
Yeah.
does everybody
I
look
did.
I haven't
so
watched
damn
any
rough?
trailers.
Well, I was
I saw the
there.
photos and
John
the-
Walker is wearing like his full helmet with like a beard. Like,
And it looks good because his chin big as hell.
Yeah,
are
that
you
Kurt
saying
Russell
that,
thing.
I did not know for a while that was Kurt Russell's son.
Yeah, I didn't know it was Kurt
Ow.
Russell's kid.
They look
He looks
exactly
exactly
alike.
like Kurt Russell.
Yeah, they do.
You guys
Well,
watch
If they
Overlord.
want to do the Thing remake,
Monarch?
another one, then he just get his ass.
Where both of them.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
wasn't the
Monarch, yeah.
wasn't he?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
played the
both
younger
of them
version
was
it.
like the father and son duo.
Yeah.
Which confused me. The most unrealistic thing is that Kurt Russell's supposed to be like almost 90 in that movie. I mean, or that show. Like they
Yeah.
even talk about like, aren't you supposed to be like almost 90? He's like, yeah, I aged well. I'm like
It
he's
took
running
me
around
like
and
a
shit.
couple episodes to get the hang of like what they were doing in that show. I was like, oh, it's two different times. Okay, I get it. now.
Yeah.
That's
was
a
like, who
show
the
I
hell is this
still,
guy?
I still haven't seen that show yet.
It's fun.
'Cause I don't want to pay for Apple TV. Like, I didn't even pay my Disney Plus subscription yet.
I don't
My
have-
Disney
wouldn't
Plus
get it
isn't
for less than
suspended
10
yet,
years.
though.
They keep raising the damn prices.
Bro, Paramount
Yes,
Plus is
and
going
lowering
up
the quality.
$12 tomorrow.
Good gosh.
$12
Paramount Plus
Paramount,
even
you said?
have.
Willow. Oh shit, no.
I mean, ongoing
Acolyte.
stuff.
Oh wait.
Like they got like the Turtle
It's
show
frozen.
just came out, but like I don't know what
Yeah,
else. I mean,
And they
Halo's
put that all
gone.
out at once. They didn't even do it weekly.
The
Yeah, that's
Avatar show isn't.
Hey,
Gonna be
did y'all
coming out
hear
anytime
like
soon.
did y'all hear the
Avatar show.
differences
Oh,
in their
yeah.
voices in that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show? It's like they
Yeah.
hit puberty
Yeah,
hard.
no.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
hear
I'm
Nick
running.
also, by the way.
Yeah.
Three Dubs,
Yeah,
mute
yeah, I'm hearing
yourself.
it, too. I'm glad we were all quiet for that part.
That's
Damn it.
funny.
Is it still there? Nope, that was Three Dubs.
Nope.
No, we're good.
You're good now. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think Thunderbolts will be a surprise hit if they land it right.
Yeah,
I hear it now.
There you go.
Yeah, it's still there.
I think it's all about that marketing. Like I think that first trailer needs to really hit. I think when it comes out, it needs to have like high
Those are
like,
bullets.
reviews. Like if it comes out with like 50%, no one's gonna watch the movie. I don't think. Like it has to be like, oh, this is one of the good ones. Let's all go see this movie. So
And I think it's gonna be tough because I tell folks that like, to me the selling point it's the concept and also each of those characters were the highlights in the respective project. Like
yeah,
I love Falcon and Winter Soldier as a whole, but to me, Isaiah and John Walker were the standouts of that show. Ant-Man and the Wasp, but the Ghost was the best part in my opinion. Besides the occasional team up between Wasp and Ant-Man, and then what was the other one? The Black Widow. God bless Scarlett Johansson. She finally got her solo movie, but her sister and her dad outshined her in that movie, in my opinion.
Well, here's the thing that's it. Like, this is really at the end of it. This is a Black Widow sequel. It has 3 of like the main characters in like outside of Black Widow herself, right? You have her dad, and the villain of that movie all in this. So it's basically like this is their way of being here's Black Widow 2 without actually getting Black Widow 2, and then having Bucky in there to really sell it, to be like, hey guys, I know you guys didn't watch Black Widow, but you love Bucky, right, guys? Kind of thing.
Let me watch that shit, but I'm here.
And I really hope they don't do the thing where they just use a character as a one-off and that's it. Like, if they're introducing the Sentry, I'm like, use the character long-term, the way. And I think I have a theory, and again, if it doesn't happen, I don't give a shit. I'm not being paid for this shit. That if the Sentry is used the way they wanted to use Warlock in Infinity War and Endgame, the way the comics did, they probably use Sentry for Secret Wars and Doomsday and whatnot. He'll be that element, I think.
Well, I'm just kind of thinking now, if they bring somebody like the Sentry into those movies, I'm wondering if he may be some sort of foil to a character like the Beyonder once that's brought in.
Oh, they're never doing the Beyonder.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
If we're doing Secret Wars, you kind of have to.
No, you don't. Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
Don't yell at me.
Kevin Feige makes his own rules.
This is the studio that did Groot and Rocket Raccoon. So I'm like, at this point, if they have the rights, I wouldn't put it past them.
Hey, when I was at Fan Expo, like a life-size Rocket Raccoon like walked right past me and it freaked me out.
Wait, what?
No, when I was at Galaxy Con,
Well, if it's life size, wouldn't it be really small?
There was a giant Lego Wolverine
giant size
coming down the escalator. And
size Rocket Raccoon would freak me out.
It was funny because he was walking around. I'm sitting there going, "How did he get down the escalator? And how is he moving around?" And then I saw right underneath the chin is like a little slit, so the person inside the suit could see. But it was scary because obviously Wolverine is not the biggest character, but to see a Lego Wolverine that's like almost 7 foot tall walking around was a little terrifying.
I saw a Wolverine who couldn't really fit in his costume and his butt crack was out.
I bet that's what you were looking at.
No, it was very distracting. I said, dude, like,
at least Darren's honest.
So you were looking at it. Thank you for.
At least Darren's honest.
Y'all want to know what pissed me off the most? You go to the concession stand. You're looking. You just want you a fully loaded hot dog. Like, I get up to the front of the line. Like, yeah,
a hot dog after looking at the butt crack.
Yeah, I'm like, let me get $2. Oh, we're out of buns.
Trying not to break.
We're out of buns. I'm sorry.
You're out of buns. How are you out of buns? Like, you knew people were gonna come here for food. Like, how do you run out of buns?
Hell, a long time ago,
we had enough.
I was at,
but they sold out, and now we don't have enough because there's zero.
No, I was at Burger King a long time ago.
Like, I was legitimately upset.
I want to give you $12 for a hot dog. I could buy like a 36 pack for that much.
So I pulled up to a Burger King drive-thru. I saw a little sign on the little terminal, and it said, "Hi, good morning. Welcome to Burger King. We are out of bread, eggs, and meat." And I'm going, "Why the fuck are you open then?" Why are you open?
Fries, yeah.
Nuggets.
The fries are pretty good.
This is like 9 in the morning. They're still so.
Oh, god damn!
You still can't get yourself while sneezing. You still can't do it.
That was like a jump scare.
Or
I think Darren's scared himself.
Playing a Five Nights at Freddy's game or something.
No, that was Darren's soul leaving his body for a minute.
I was not ready for that, but that was hilarious. His sneeze is always hilarious.
One last time you smacked the cam, right? That was one.
Oh yeah,
you like
on top I hit my camera and I was just like.
It's like a found footage horror movie.
Corfield, yeah.
Like Unfriended or something.
Somebody needs to clip all these. We just need to make like a Darren Sneeze compilation.
Oh man.
This is a
mystery box. Yeah.
Every movie should be a mystery box.
All right, JJ.
Oh, no.
Hey, his neck is like really small.
Why are you studying the man's neck?
I think it's a
Bro, that guy didn't see his butt crack.
Okay? It's totally average, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not. It's not.
Wrap one hand around that throat.
It's not. It's not nibbleable. Like it's not nibbleable.
Oh, okay.
Lance.
What is
Just
wrong
try to say
with
that
you?
word 5 times fast.
He wants to nibble JJ.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
why you worried
Vampire.
about the man neck?
Nibbleable. Nibbleable. Nibbleable.
Because
Nibbleable.
he loved
can't
Mission
do it.
Impossible 3 so much, he needs to nibble his neck.
Hey, you know,
more
I've never
running
finished.
scenes.
I
He
never
loved
finished
Rise of
a Mission
Skywalker
Impossible.
so much.
I'm gonna hurt her.
Hey, what happened to him making
Seymour
like
Hoffman.
Val Zod movie?
Yeah, what happened to him making movies? He hasn't made one since Rise of Skywalker.
Skywalker, yeah. I don't blame him for
That's
taking
because
a
they
break.
made him come back.
I
To
mean,
do
that would be
shit.
enough.
It's really funny to think that the last J.J. Abrams movie is also the last Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Would that be enough to put me into a 5-year depression?
I know
So-
Mando and Gugu, or his name is coming. But
He's
I
taking
feel
a
bad for
massive
him for that
pay cut.
movie, bro. Because Disney pretty much called him up and was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, they didn't like the last film. We need you to undo everything." He get a lot of hate for that movie, but I'm like, what else?
Yeah,
was he
no, I don't
supposed to do
blame
at that
him.
point?
I definitely don't blame
Like,
him.
it was
They
the
should
way
have just
to go
had
at
him
that
do the
point.
trilogy like he was
should've.
supposed. He
Yeah.
should've. He obviously wanted to do because
The
he set up
story
all
he
this
set up,
stuff.
the story he set up was
Yeah.
good. I don't care what nobody said.
Or if
I was
anything,
interested.
Disney didn't have the
Interesting.
guts or the werewolves to be like, you know what, let's just stop. It's just the final film of the Skywalker saga. Let's do it right and make sure I'm not saying check all the boxes, but I'm like let's make sure that it's cohesive and it sticks to landing and it improves the viewership from the first 2 films we're doing with this trilogy, and then it complements the other 2 trilogies. So, but no,
I don't know.
No,
It
we
wa-
have
it
to
was
have a
too
dagger
late.
that's shaped like the
Yeah.
mountains.
Goonies.
It's like,
And
oh, I
also,
watched
you know,
Goonies.
And,
Because the
and
second
when you
movie
think about it,
kinda
whenever
broke
you
it.
have the whole
Yeah.
scene where it's, like Luke and then you have the ghost Yoda come in. Yoda's a ghost. Why does he still need a cane?
That's true.
Because he's
Why
a
the hell did he
gangster,
need a
man.
thing?
He's
Yeah.
dope. That's why.
He didn't have one in the original trilogy.
That's true. He did not have. And that was like seconds before he died.
Yeah.
Like,
And I just love how
I mean, he had that little
whenever-
staff thing, but he didn't really
whenever
use it.
Return
He
of
was-
the Jedi
yeah,
got released
used it
last
to
year for
beat
its
things up.
40 years in theaters, the person I was seeing it with, right as soon as Yoda dies, I leaned over and I went, he got so tired of answering Luke's questions, he just killed over and died.
Cringe you are.
Probably.
Die I will.
There's a follow up to his stories. If you think so, they're not canon, but I feel like Joke Yoda is another possibility in the lore of Star Wars. So, like,
He
after
was
died-
hilarious in the original trilogy. I don't know how we go
Funny
from
joke.
prequel trilogy
Funny
to
joke.
that version of Yoda. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, this man was
And Red Letter Media brought
isolated
that
for
up.
16 years and he got a goddamn sense of humor.
Yeah, Red Letter Media did bring that up though. That like he jokes around in the beginning of Empire Strikes Back because he's testing Luke, but then after that he becomes serious. So when he shows up again in the Last Jedi, he's like, "Me jokey, joke, funny."
Yeah.
So it just doesn't really make sense.
Which, I actually really liked how Yoda was in the prequel movies.
I
He
did.
was
pretty serious.
like he was tonally consistent there. I mean,
Oh, I
say
get
what you
that,
want
yeah.
about
Clone Wars.
I mean, say what you want about
Or
those
something,
movies, but
whatever
I
the
thought
Clone Wars.
Yoda was good in them.
He's great in Clone Wars, both the Gendy one and the Dave Filoni one. Like, there's an
With-
amazing
yeah,
episode
With the
with
small
him and
amount
just
of
clone
screen time
troopers.
he had in those movies.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how they wasted Samuel Jackson in the prequels? Jesus Christ.
Oh no, I love that old interview where
I needed one motherfucker.
where he was talking about that whole experience whenever he got brought in.
He said
He
it
goes, "Oh, I'm talking to Yoda. This is cool. So I won't be dying."
once.
And he died.
And then
Yep.
Mace Windu went out the window, bro.
Yep.
He asked later.
He
I'm
probably
sure they
landed
could
on
bring his
the
ass
car.
back. I'm sure. He'll come back and have like a metal hand and like a cyber face. Or
So
something.
my guess for this is
Like Darth Maul.
X-Force and
Yeah.
Excalibur. I guess that's my guess for this.
It'll definitely be X-Force.
Yeah.
I don't know what else.
My
they do
guess
after
is that, yeah, X
I
Force.
mean, you got X Factor, but that's the original X-Men lineup. So
Yeah.
Like, the show.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if
I mean, you
if
got
old-
Excalibur. So.
if old boy had his way, it would have been X-rated.
Oh no! Whoa,
Wrap that up, ladies and
that was a pretty good joke.
That's it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No.
That's pretty good.
Darren, I heard that.
What?
What if they brought in the New Mutants? I mean, that's another stake, not the live action, but
That can honestly be a show on its own.
They like
They don't have to
Magic.
do that.
She's in the Marvel Rivals, right? She's part of.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think
Yeah,
so.
Magic.
Wasn't
But she was
Magic
in the
at the end of
movie, so I
the-
assume so.
Wasn't she like on the board at the end of the season? Or no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was on the
okay.
board. Yeah, she was on
Yeah.
the board.
Okay, so that could be it. Maybe.
I mean, bring in Magneto's kids. Like Polaris is there. She on
Polaris
there.
is coming in season 2. That
Mhm.
they
I'm
said
so hyped
she's
to see her
coming
back.
in.
Well, I mean, this was a
And-
prediction that I made like right as soon as season 1 ended.
No, you
I was
didn't.
thinking, what if they end up bringing in Strife, which that would lead the way for X-Force to come right in if they have Strife involved.
Yeah,
Strife.
I just want Bobby back, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, because he was literally in one episode of the original.
Yeah.
series.
Yep. Yeah, it was that one
One.
episode, and
And that was the
It was a
episode
good
we got
episode.
Polaris.
yeah, because him and Polaris were a thing there.
Is Bobby Iceman?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is his name
Yeah.
Bob? Okay.
Yeah,
I only remember things
Which
from the
it,
movie.
it was actually for anybody who's watched the Evolution series.
I did when I was a kid.
And instead of that original character Spike, it was supposed to be
Yeah.
Iceman on the main roster in his place.
Nice.
They
Yeah,
could
I
have
did
did it.
They brought Iceman later on in season 2.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
And then he ended
got
up
a problem
being more. He ended up.
You got
being
a
more
problem
of
with
a
Spike?
mainstayer.
You got a problem with Spike, Jay?
Yeah, you got a problem?
I know what you're trying to get me to say. I'm not gonna say it.
Let me see, because I don't remember his character. Oh yeah, I see why he would have.
Storms and empty. Yeah.
Hey, I like Storm in that series. Did I like Spike? No, not really. But I like Storm in that series.
How dare
Why
you?
didn't you like? Why didn't you like Spike? Was it because he gave you thug
Oh,
mentality?
I know. He had a thorn in his side.
Oh,
Here we go.
man.
Here we go. It's only a matter of time.
Dad joke book.
Only a matter of time.
Oh.
No, I'll be honest. The one episode where I actually thought Spike was kind of cool was the one toward the end of the series where you see him where he's got all that plate armor. Up
Oh,
on
where
him.
you can't see any of his
See
black
his
skin.
skin.
You couldn't see his skin when he wore his old suit. Get off my
Yeah, you
back.
can. I just saw a picture where you still saw it.
Yeah.
Watch him make
Uh,
like go on top of what those cameos and like moments that what's his name? Jesus Christ. Was able to transform to these different characters.
Morph.
There we go. Jesus.
Yeah.
And like use those like characters and be like, you know what? Let's actually introduce them and give them a storyline to do. And it's like, what a cool way to enhance that viewership of season 1 to be like, oh, in season 2, we're actually going to get them to do stuff. And
Yeah,
we
'cause
might
that is
bring
one
in
of the
Mr.
coolest
Fantastic.
things
We
that
might
I
bring
thought
in
Morph-
Peter Parker. And
Yeah.
That's one of the coolest things I thought they did with Morph.
I just
in the
had a
new
bad
series.
thought. I just had a bad
But
thought.
also, I don't know if he's like Mystique, where he can replicate powers or not.
He literally replicated the Hulk.
Yeah, he did.
He
Did he?
can, but he's not as strong.
Quicksilver
Exactly.
also, was he fast?
I feel like it's
when
kind
he
of
was
inconsistent
Quicksilver?
sometimes with like
It
what
is.
exactly he can do.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes he can get like the speed of somebody like Archangel or the durability of somebody like Colossus, but then other times he just doesn't.
Yeah.
He transforms to both the
Yeah,
Hulk
because he
and
got one
Juggernaut.
shot. He got one shot as Quicksilver. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
You didn't see that coming, Taj?
funny. Yeah.
Nice.
Craven got shot up.
Yeah, he got shot up and went to a different universe, bro.
Yeah,
It's okay.
he
I
got
was
his
so
ass
mad about
kicked.
that, bro. I mean, I think he's coming back. I don't know what version of him is coming back, but I think some version.
I'm
of
sorry,
Quicksilver
it was
is coming
Ralph-
back.
Ralph
back.
Boner.
It
Honestly,
was a lot of
just
it
bring
was a
Evans
lot of
back.
dumb things in that movie. I
Bring
mean,
him
let's just be
Well,
honest. Captain America tried in Age of Ultron. Captain America tried to choke out a robot.
Maybe
What are
he's
you
trying to
talking
rip out his.
Right, he trying to rip out the.
I mean,
Jordan.
Ultron was
Yeah.
on the internet for
Captain
5
America's
minutes.
old school, man. He immediately goes for the throat, like
I mean,
you,
just
I
think
guess.
about it, guys. Like Ultron was
With
on the
J.J.
internet for 5
Abrams.
minutes and decided humanity was fucked. Just think about
It's
it.
old school.
Ultron cooked.
He was
I'm
on the
with
internet
Ultron.
for 5 minutes and was like, "All right, I gotta kill you guys."
Ultron was right. He should have killed everybody.
He ripped off
Yeah.
Claw's arm with like no hesitation.
He didn't
and
rip
said,
it
"Oh my
off. He
God,
cut it off.
I'm so
He cut it
sorry." He said, "Oh
He
my-
didn't do.
said,
He didn't
"Oh
do it on
my
purpose. too,
God,
remember?
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I
whoops!
just get upset." Oh my God! I said, "Really?"
Oops.
Mood swings. Yeah.
Fucking.
I
whoops.
actually like that Ultron had personality because in the
Yeah, me
comics he
too.
just won those.
Yeah, they just made him a little too comedic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personality's
Yeah.
fine.
It's
It's when
especially
you wanna-
towards the
I
end.
have
Yeah.
no strings on me.
Yeah. Do you remember that trailer was so
Yeah,
dark?
yeah,
So dark.
They're like, we got the Disney stuff now, guys. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's play
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, and then like
Hey,
the next
hey,
year,
that's
so
Captain
dark.
Cold said that in Legends too. He was like,
Yeah.
"There is no strings on."
His last scene with Vision is beautiful. I think like that's a scene that like
Oh, yeah,
boom,
yeah.
you nailed it.
Yeah.
I wonder what that
Yeah.
meeting
I
was
was
like.
disappointed
We're like,
yesterday.
we got this new Avengers movie. Are we allowed to use the Pinocchio music? They're like, what the hell? I guess so. Have fun.
All right.
Yeah, they
Hey,
own it.
I find it hilarious that like when Ultron first like showed up, he came out walking like this.
He was all crippled.
Yeah, he's all fucked up.
Yeah,
That's
it
where the
looked like
strings
one of
part
the. I don't know. He looked. He kind of reminded me of the thing in Stranger Things. Whenever Vecna starts possessing somebody and they start doing this number.
I think it's
Speaking
fun.
of
That's what I
Stranger
watch
Things,
for.
we get Stranger Things back next year. Oh,
Next year's
about
gonna be
time.
nuts, bro. Next
Running
year's
up
I
on
need
that
it.
hill. We're running
need
up
it.
What's
that
funny
hill.
is all those. There are so many things that I'm.
did you see
saying
Friendly Space
on-
Ninja's video? He said he ain't like that scene.
Really?
What?
Yes, he said he ain't like the running up the hill scene. I was like, you
What?
crazy.
That's the
That's
scene
one
that
of the
made me
best
like
scenes,
Max.
like
Like I
turn
always
the
thought was
video off.
Max. I
turn
always
the
thought was
video
fine.
off,
It was
man.
that scene and how that ended that I was like, okay, now I care about this kid. All right,
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's one of the
I-
best scenes.
As much as I love Max, I kind of wish they committed to her death because, like, that was to me one of the saddest death scenes I've ever seen. Like, you know, at the end of the show,
Yeah.
like I was
the cop out.
I was crying, and then they undid it. I was like, well, now I can't look at the scene
With
because
their
he
brother?
didn't actually
Yeah.
die here.
No, I mean with her dying at the end of season 4, they copped that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant. Yeah, it's just like, oh my god, this is so emotional. These
She
kids are
had
doing
one
so
of the
well.
best arcs.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well, that's the thing that they
It's
switched
good.
around the characters. Like Max got an arc, but a lot of the other characters were background more.
Mhm.
You know, I think
No,
because
I
they had already
mean-
gotten like a lot of time to develop. So
yeah, like because you notice like Lucas got a lot in season 4 because
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
never really outside of
He
season
needed
1 he
that.
hasn't really gotten a lot.
But
So,
then
like,
it's
he
like,
definitely
Mike, screw
needed
you.
Mike stepped back a little bit.
because in,
I
like,
don't even
season
like Mike.
3
Mike annoys me.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, he
I'm
knows
kind
me
of done
too.
with Mike. But I'm
in, like,
ready.
season-
I've
You know,
been done with Mike.
But in like season 3, for example, like Mike Lucas really didn't get a lot. And what was funny was with this annoys me a little bit, but with Lucas, I really like his character, but I want him to get some of his own arcs that aren't related to Max. Because in season 2, yeah, he had an arc, but
That's
Max was
fair.
largely tied into it. Same
Well,
thing with
season 4
and
his
while both
arc
those,
didn't have him.
you know, both those stories were really good, but I want to see him a little bit on his own.
mhm.
He was on his own.
I wonder what
in
he's like
This
next
past
season.
season
with
4,
her
he
in,
was
like, a
mostly by
coma.
himself.
Yeah,
With
I
them
mean,
other basketball guys. I mean, they had to rope him in because he's a part of the crew. You
man,
can't
I
just
gotta
have it.
honestly probably need to rewatch this season.
Justin
Yeah.
went off with Steve in season 3 and whatnot, and I just like
Yeah, there were
It's
a lot of
fascinating.
theories in season 3. Whenever they go down, the thing people thought Dustin was gonna die there.
I'm shocked with it.
They
The
should
whole
have
80
killed off
months thing.
Steve.
No.
Yeah,
I know. Here's the thing. I love Steve, but season 4 they set it up to him dying. Like,
Yeah,
if
It's
there was
Steve's had one
one
of them.
character, he was the character I was expecting to die.
Steve's
because
the like
they brought
Iron
in-
Man character for sure.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's had one of the best arcs because you hate him at the start. But then
Yeah,
he
and I
just-
felt like at that point, had they killed him off, like it would have been great. Like
He's
I
100%
think it
going to
would've been.
sacrifice himself for the rest of the kids and be like, you guys don't
Yeah.
need a babysitter anymore. And just
Like,
gets
can you
eaten
imagine
alive
him
or whatever.
passing it to Eddie? Like, hey, he looks at you as a
Yeah.
big brother. You take this and keep him safe, and then he dies. Like, I would have.
Yeah.
I'd have probably.
What do you guys
used my
think about all the
fucking-
rumors of Eddie coming back?
No,
I don't think so.
Ooh,
I don't
nah,
think so.
that would
There-
take away
there's too
from
many
that.
Listen,
characters.
he's Johnny
I don't
Storm
want
now.
him because
Yeah.
honestly, this last season, there's a lot of characters already, and this last season also does not need any new characters.
That
I said it that like that season introduced the older characters that I'm like if they would have just like let the new kids like go right after sunset and they focus on the older characters, that'd been a whole new energy to the show. And be like, okay,
yeah.
now it's them. Now what they got to deal with because
Wait, what kids? What are you talking
well,
about?
Maya Hawke's character, Steve, Nancy, and what's his
Sure.
name, Mike's brother, and whatnot. Like if they had focused on
Jonathan.
that,
Mike's brother, you mean
Yeah.
Will's brother, Jonathan?
Jonathan.
Will,
They did
yeah, my bad, my
nothing
bad.
with him in season 4 too. Like,
Yeah,
he-
Yeah,
Jonathan-
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
I'm so done with Jonathan and Nancy. I honestly could not care about either of those characters.
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's
it's
bad.
honestly-
I
They
think
need
it's the
to
fact
go
that
ahead and do the
everyone-
deed.
Everyone was
I mean, because in
freaking
season
separated.
3 they were just intertwined as one character, basically.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Especially Jonathan. I
do you think,
could
Corey?
not
You think
care
you
less about
Copperfield?
Jonathan.
I mean, I really like Jonathan in season
Yeah.
1, but after
Yeah.
that,
I liked him. I liked him in season 1 and 2, but after
Yeah,
him and
that's-
Nancy
Yeah.
did get together,
yeah, I'll give him season 2 also.
He
like
hasn't had
once
anything to do with
once Will wasn't the focus anymore, the family wasn't as focused because
Yeah.
It's kind of like Colossus and Kitty Pryde, how like for a long time they never knit together, and then in one of the runs, I'm pretty sure it was the ultimate or astonishing one, they finally get together,
That was astonishing.
and it's like, okay, cool, finally these two characters that I've had this connection with for a while finally get together, and it's a beautiful moment. Wolverine's in the morning, he's eating cereal, and he looks at them, he's like, fucking finally, all right, cool, y'all got that out of the way, go do your shit now. It's just like,
yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
Do y'all think it's a bad season of Stranger Things? I don't. I don't think none of the seasons are bad.
I don't think any of them are bad. I think they're just ones that are worse than other ones.
There's a lot of up and downs after season 1. I'll say that. Like season 1 was that big just slide up, and then season 2 was like, oh, we're back.
What's everyone's ranking?
It's my hot take. I prefer season 3 and 4 over season 1. I think just personally, and I think, and honestly, I think that might just because of Steve and like some of the characters we get later on. Like I love Steve, I love Robin, I love the like dynamic between like Dustin and Steve and Rob, like those kind of character stuff. Like season 1's obviously the best one, I'd say, but like I'd go in my weird ranking like number 4, number 3, number 1, and last number 2. I think.
Yes, my ranking's a little weird too because I'm one of the people that actually really enjoyed season 2.
I did too.
And season 3 is a little weird for me, but like from
I love season 3.
From like my favorite to least favorite, I'd say it goes 2, 4, 1, and 3 is my ranking probably.
I don't think it has one bad episode. That's it. What? It's that backdoor pilot episode that stinks up the entire season.
Oh, with the emo kids, with the Sex Pistols kids. Yeah.
If you cut that out, Stranger Things.
I skip that episode every time I rewatch season 3.
I do too.
The only factor with that version of the story is that like Elle not confronts, but like finally like settles what happened to her mom to an extent, and that was like the one thing. Like, okay, that was worth staying with her because I wanted to see that finality. And then to me, the bookend of that I think should have been with her in her background was like, okay, Hopper finally adopted her. And like it's like their mom, their daughter and father now. And
do y'all think anyone will die in this last?
Oh, there's gonna be.
They say they are, but
Will.
Because of what the guys been saying,
they're gonna kill the only dead character. That's crazy.
Will.
The most tortured character, the one that's been like from the beginning.
The one that,
honestly, anybody could die.
I finally died. No,
those first 2 seasons, he could not catch a break.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He's about to get a break of the neck.
I could see that.
That was a funny joke, Gore. Thank you.
Hey, I mean, he could ask Master what that feels like.
I could see 11 dying if they wanted to take it in that direction. Be like, she started it all. She like sacrifices herself for all her friends.
I don't want her to die because I don't want Hopper to go through that losing the child
again. Yeah,
like that's what I'm saying. All the characters have lost something. It's like
Hopper's safe. Hopper's safe because he already went through his death thing in season 3 and 4.
That was another one that like if they would have stayed with it, it would have hit harder.
But I would have felt bad for 11 because she lost the parent again.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't do it.
Yeah. Max is also safe.
Things that fucks it up. Yeah.
Max is also safe because she's gone through her death thing.
Do we think Jonathan might die?
I wouldn't care. I get maybe
the teenage characters they could kill all of them off.
Honestly,
except Robin. That's my good. She could stay.
They
just got her in season 3.
I don't know.
I think it's good that Steve will die, but it's gonna be sad.
Here, I mean, here's the thing. I think they will have 2 or 3 deaths, but I don't know if it matters which ones do. Like, I feel like they could be like, this one could, this one could. Honestly, they're probably not going to kill off any of the kids, though. Like, I have a feeling.
I think Steve is gone.
Steve's gone for sure.
I think Steve is gone.
I mean,
because he tried with Nancy, then he tried with Robin, and it's just like.
I think his arc has came full circle. We don't like. He's kind of done now.
Honestly,
you know what? Kill Murray.
His friendship with Robin in season 4 was one of my favorite parts of it. Honestly,
yeah. You can kill Murray. I feel like people like Murray, but like
I honestly forgot about that character.
I do like Murray, but Murray could die.
Yeah,
he could. I just need him to do something funny, and then he could die. He could go down.
Murray, Steve, 11 would be my bet.
I'll say this: that like after this show's gone its up and downs, they've managed to do like tell stories with characters that we would not have any interest in. Like, oh no, they killed him. Like goes that the Russian guy, I think Alexei, right? The one with the
I love him.
Like
the Slurpee.
Oh man,
he's so good.
Poor Bob, bro. Bob did not deserve any of that.
Oh no, that one hit me right in the heart, man.
Yeah.
I was like,
And then they closed up on him while they were just eating them. I was like,
All he wanted to do was just get a little draws from old girl. That's all he wanted.
He's wanted to get
Ended
that
up
fucking,
dying.
yeah,
I mean,
over
Mike, you just wanted
Scissorhands.
Lydia. Come on, give him that.
Yeah,
He had a
Lydia.
sweet moment with Will though. Like I'll give him that. Like
Yeah.
I think that's
Well-
why they won't kill off anyone from the Byers family. They've been through too much already. It's kind of like if you kill either one of them, Joyce is going to lose her fucking mind.
And didn't they say that that Argyle character is not coming back?
Yeah, he not.
Yeah, he's
We
not.
don't need him. I don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Papa?
was funny,
Yeah.
but you don't really need him.
He was
Yeah, I
funny
mean-
for like 5 seconds. I couldn't stand him after that.
They said that like they were trying to really like circle in on the main like groupings again,
Which
so
is
like
what you
I
need
think
for a final season.
I 100%
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, focusing on the main 5 and focus on Will, which he deserves. Like I feel like he's the one. Be like, I don't really like Will that much. And yeah, but we don't really know Will. Like he hasn't.
Oh, that should be
like
interesting.
like
go into the
outside of
season.
the controversies right now with the actor, like,
Yeah.
character himself. Like I feel like he deserves his time to shine.
And don't forget, we're getting Linda Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot.
Sarah
Yeah, there's a
Connor.
couple
I
new
forgot about that.
castings.
Yeah.
What do y'all think gonna be the spin-offs? Because y'all know they got planned for spin-offs, but it's not directly like
I mean, they have the anime,
these
right? That's
kids,
coming.
right?
Weirder
Oh.
things.
It's gonna be
Weirder things.
it's gonna be called 12. It's gonna be about another kid that doesn't have a real name, just a number. 12. It's gonna be a
Well, 11 does
It
have a real
sounds
name.
similar.
It's Jane.
Yeah.
well, shut up. It's
No.
it's
Yeah,
gonna be
shut
called
up.
Tell me
12.
shut up because I
It's
can
gonna
Lower my
be
pronouns.
We're
it's
not
gonna be
announcing that
a
episode,
red-headed
Josh.
boy, and instead of
Okay.
telepathy, whenever he walks, his feet catch on fire.
I don't think the spin-offs will be with any characters we know. Like
Yeah, I
they're
don't
already
either.
doing that like anime, and then they'll probably do another live action show where it's just like
Was that a
set
reference to
somewhere
something,
else.
Lance?
I'm curious though. I'm really curious to see what they
Yeah.
do.
I'm trying to find
I was
out.
gonna
Yeah,
say,
like,
where was he going with that?
yeah.
Oh yeah, and like
It's
what
the same
happened
thing
with
with
like the
Cobra Kai.
stage play that
They
like
did
they
it.
like
They did it.
Did-
They did it.
did
Yeah,
no
they
one
did.
film it? Like
Well,
why
no
not?
one filmed it, but I know Guillermo del Toro recently went to go watch it, and he was like, I dug it and whatnot. So
Why didn't they like put it on Netflix? I don't know. Like I just assumed when they announced that it would be for like they would like kind of like they did with Hamilton. They'd film it and then put it on Netflix for people to watch. I don't know.
give it after the show ends. The probably
Fair
Yeah,
enough, fair
probably.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Still a weird choice for a project in my opinion, but
And
maybe it's
if
good.
I was
I'm
them,
gonna ask too.
go ahead, Jake.
I was just gonna say with this last season, can we not, I mean, yes, I know you want to make the last episode. I know you want to make season finale be, like this big, eventful, climactic thing. Don't make it a damn 2.5 hour movie, please. Please don't
Just
do that
make
again.
every episode 2 hours, so we can. You
Yeah,
know,
they said that. They said that they're not doing that again.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that'll be 3 hours long this time.
yeah.
I mean,
extended cut.
those hour
I mean
episodes
that was a big
ridiculous, bro.
ask. That was a big ask.
They said that like each episode was like
Yes.
a like movie, like it was like filming a movie. I don't know if they meant that in length or just like the way they're approaching the
It felt
season,
like it.
but like
Yeah,
If they
because
do
each
that,
episode
then they have
might
to
have
do the
had like a
weekly
self-contained
release.
story.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do weekly, please.
Yeah,
God.
do review. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I can't, bro.
yeah,
no.
yeah, don't do like what they did with season 4, where they did like what was it,
Part
7 episodes
one.
and then 2 of them. Yeah,
Part
don't do
two.
that.
Yeah.
I
But the
kill
last
for
2
weekly.
episodes was like a 3-hour movie.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine
like,
watching
put
Stranger
together-
Things for 8 weeks straight? That'd be so cool.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
the
do
water
it.
cooler talk would be
Yeah.
enhanced more than any season.
Dominating. You
Yeah.
like you can dominate the entire summer if you do that. Like it's so I don't get it.
Hell, I mean, when I
Yeah.
remember first discovering it on Netflix. I'm like, oh, this looks, a little cool. I might check this out. No, then you might, take a little bit of break. Watch the entire first season in one fucking day.
Yeah.
It took the season
Yeah.
2 trailer to get me into the show because I had seen the commercials of it. I was like, oh, that feels like Spielberg stuff. I'm like, I'll get to eventually. But I remember,
It feels like when you watch it.
I remember
I
going
was
to
getting a
Comic
lot of
Con
Goonies vibes
and
watching
they did the
Yeah, that
thriller trailer. I remember my relative was like, you gotta watch that. I was like, fuck, okay, I'm committed now, I guess. And that's all
I
she
don't know.
wrote.
I don't know. I've always liked the aesthetic that the show has had.
Yeah.
And one thing that I always found hilarious is they were talking about for this last season about how they might use a little bit of CG to age the kids down a little bit and still make them look like they're in school age. But what I found funny, somebody answered the door. But what I found funny is somebody, I went down there, I replied, I said, do you guys realize there's nothing more
Fuck was
80s
that?
than having 20-year-olds play high schoolers?
Oh, it's you. Okay.
Is that
I thought
DoorDash?
someone was playing a sound effect. It sounded like too. All right.
Yeah.
Is it DoorDash? Oh, booty call.
I don't see. I mean, I
There
don't
you go.
really see an issue with them aging up the characters.
Yeah,
like,
Taj
it's
doesn't
okay
get
for
those.
them.
No, I mean they were
I
talking
get
about
booty
using.
calls.
Damn, bro.
Well, they were talking
Well, I
about
get
using
booty
CG to
calls.
make them look a little younger to put them still
I'm
in
not gonna
school
talk
age.
about
And
my
there's no need
history.
to.
No one's going to school right now. They're like in an apocalypse.
Yeah.
Right, based off the sets, look like they just like stuff is closed off, and I don't know. I would love to see the Duffer Brothers do something in Star Wars, man. Oh my goodness.
I would love to
That'd be
see
cool.
something in
Didn't they
Marvel.
open up their own like
Speak
company,
up,
their own
Lance.
like
Yeah,
production company? Or
I would love to
Mhm.
see them do something in Marvel.
Good work.
I don't know.
I mean,
I
give
would
them
love to
X-Men.
see them. Hey, oh, I get it. Give them the Wonder
What,
Twins.
Taryn?
I said give them X-Men, but I feel like that's the same vibe as like the Stranger.
They'd be
Things,
able to
the,
handle
like,
it.
Give
the-
them
the,
like,
like-
I don't know. Give them Ghost Rider or something.
or Young Avengers.
Yeah, there you go. Give him Blade.
Blade. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Maybe they'll make it.
If it ain't Wesley
Yeah.
Snipes, I don't want it.
I mean, they keep.
They'll
going
cast
through
Wesley
directors.
Snipes.
They
He'll
keep
be like the
going through
Whistler
directors.
for the other Blade.
Nah,
Yeah.
he gotta be Blade. Because
Yeah,
at this
yeah,
point, I don't.
No,
care
he'll be
about the
he'll
new
be Blade, but he'll be teaching the other Blade.
Nah, we don't need
That
no
would be
new
Ooh,
Blade.
Midnight Suns
No,
would be kind of
no,
cool.
and then they're
How
gonna
about he's
have
not
Chris
Blade? He's like, I don't know,
There'll only be one
Knife.
They're
Blade.
gonna have
Butter
Chris
knife.
Christopherson as the bad
butter
guy.
knife. Yeah,
Switchblade.
Sling blade,
Sling blade. There you go. Yeah.
Pocket knife.
baby knife,
Oh yeah. Quality
dead,
jokes.
dead silence for like 10 seconds.
That still happens, Ronan.
What?
Like where you live
Yes.
at?
What?
Y'all see what he sent in the private thing?
Oh, Jehovah's Witness.
Oh,
What?
Bro, I have not seen someone come at my door and I don't know how long.
Never here.
Can I tell you about the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
No.
Like I already go to church. You don't need to tell
No,
me.
I'm talking about Iron Man. Fuck off.
About
Oh,
Marvel
Talk about
Jesus.
Stranger Things. Get
Yeah,
away.
Stranger Things. That's what I meant.
Yeah, man, I'm ready.
What? Oh, I hear 3 dozen.
What?
No, I just hear all of us.
That's true. Yeah. That might have just been us.
Yeah, it's all of
Motherfuckers
us.
keep
Yeah.
knocking the door.
This man 3 dollars, bro.
I don't know whose door.
Open the
actually
door and
was
say
it?
"Hail Satan" and then close the door.
All right, what's the next topic, bro? Hurry up, my food here.
What did you get?
That might have been
Chick-fil-A.
Joe's.
Hurry up.
Oh, you're not sharing.
No,
Yeah, no, I just,
I don't like sharing my Chick-fil-A.
You never
yeah, no,
want
I
to
just
share
finished
anything with
dinner while
me.
we've been on here live.
That's
I just-
God's chicken also for him.
Lance, first of all, you sick. I wouldn't share no food with you anyway.
I'm not sick.
I wouldn't even be in the vicinity.
Sick in the head.
I
What
just
would you
finished my
call
dinner
this
while we were on here
variant?
live. Pulverine. I don't know.
Cringe.
Demented. I don't know.
I could see gore.
Maximum
In this,
effort.
I could see gore in this suit. Like
Wolverpool, I guess.
Yeah.
Pulverine, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm trying to
Wolverine.
think
Dead
of
Wolverine. I don't.
Deadreen.
No, that's
yeah.
Logan, Darren.
Yeah, that's true.
Logan Pool.
Wolverpool.
Hey.
Oh.
I'll take it.
There you go.
X.
Too late, Darren. We already decided the name.
Expo.
Oh,
Expo.
We
This
already
is a-
decided
damn
the
it.
name. It's
This
Logan
is a
Paul.
random question.
Weapon 12. Weapon 12. Because
I'm
we had original,
leaving.
For the
because we had
hardcore,
original Deadpool as Weapon 11. This is Weapon 12.
for the hardcore gamers, is Earthbound, or as some others know it, Mother, very much similar to like Stranger Things?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
mean, but Earthbound's way more wacky and comedic.
Because I'd rather get that adaptation instead of another spin-off of Stranger Things. I'm like, do something like that. Because I remember playing
Yeah,
a little bit. I'm like, this
Earthbound's a lot
feels like
more
Stranger
into
Things.
yeah, Earthbound's very weird.
Yeah,
Like, very
it gets
like
a lot more into the weird.
What the
what
fuck
was that?
was
That was a fun noise.
Yeah, it's definitely time to end the stream.
I told you I can't hit high notes.
Or are
in
we
my
just
stand here
starting
for
the
that.
stream?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, man.
I was always more of a fan of Ness than Lucas anyway.
But we are gonna get ready to wrap it up. We're like 20 minutes over. I want to thank
You
everybody
should have
for
been
being.
wrapped it up.
I want to thank everybody but Tosh for being here today.
Oh,
Because
have
he's
to wrap it up.
always
That's
a
cool.
nigga.
No. Go ahead and say that. And when I don't show up next week, I don't want to hear where my best friend Taj.
always a negative ninny.
No, I mess with you.
You probably won't be best friends anymore, Tosh.
I love everybody else.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
I
bro.
don't know. Three does be acting janky too sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Darren.
Janky,
I don't know.
janky promoter.
Nah, man. Darren invites me on his live streams, bro. That's my best friend right now.
Aww.
Darren
Yeah,
hasn't
Darren-
Oh,
Darren hasn't invited me on his live stream since.
Yeah, see,
the
Darren, we gotta
Flash
stop meeting
thing.
like
Since
this.
the
People are
last
gonna talk,
incident.
man.
I don't know who you are. I've never seen you in my life.
you keep sending me the link. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Darren, we gotta stop meeting like this. People are gonna talk.
I don't know who you are, Vance.
Vance
Yeah,
He
Brooks.
dragged me here against my
This is
will.
But yeah. Again, before we go, for those of you that weren't here, go check out my brother's book,
Oh, I didn't see that.
Hell yeah.
Black
Link in the
Comics, Good
description?
Writing. I will link it in the description, but you can also just go to
Google it.
you can just Google Concrete Comics.
Nice.
Is that the guy
Nice.
from friggin' Yojimbo all the way on the right?
No, I don't know. who
Toshiro
that is.
Mifune.
Yeah.
The only movie with a samurai.
Yeah, but
It was just the
yeah.
first one I thought of.
yeah.
check it out.
The Last
Dar-
Samurai.
Yeah. Is that
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Cruise?
Darren, you did let me out your closet. I forgot.
Is that Ken
Well,
Watanabe?
Black owned comics, black
Wait, so Darren, who's
Black
occupying the
Universe.
closet now?
Morgan Freeman is currently stuck in there.
Bro, why would you put a
Morgan
senior
Freeman.
citizen in your closet? Like, this is terrible.
Well, I thought it'd be funny,
Get me out of
and
this.
then, I just I listen to him narrate all my stuff all day, so that's great.
So
He
you look
tells
like the
Darren
voice-
bedtime stories.
So
Okay.
you have
Yeah,
the
it's
voice of-
great.
you
Tell
have
them
the
dad
voice of-
jokes.
You have the voice of God driving your life.
Give me another story, Morgan. He's like,
And
"Oh, no."
Darren. and Darren brought me some dinner. I asked him, could I go outside for a walk? He said, hell no. And he then closed the door again in my face.
I said,
and
walk
just sat there
yourself
in the
back
dark.
actually
into the
Morgan
closet,
Freeman?
bitch.
And I
Sounds
called him a
just like
motherfucker. Yeah.
I just sat
Shoot
in
this
darkness
motherfucker.
for the rest of the day.
That movie is so bad.
Once it's
It's
hilarious.
so bad.
It is.
I love it, but it's terrible.
It's really
Yeah.
bad. It's funny. I like it.
Chris Pratt hit with a keyboard.
Oh yeah, Chris Pratt gets his ass beat.
Yeah.
Like Professor
But
X.
That's when he was still fat.
it's been a wonderful day, but
The fuck?
it's time to go. And as
Mr. President.
always, I'm looking at everybody on the stream like this, especially Tosh. So I'll
Cowboys
catch
and
everybody
He's
later.
also
That's
inside
how I
my
look at
closet.
you when I hear your voice.
That's what Harrison Ford looked like when he saw the
believe we're
script for
believe
Indiana
we're
Jones
live-
5.